All right.
Yeah.
So, this one shot that we're doing today,
It's
it
Richard's knife dimension.
yes, Richard's Knife Dimension.
Time to
Uh,
make that dexterity saving throw.
okay, so it
I
takes.
died.
If you guys remember, most of your characters are from Altas.
Mm.
Um, this one shot takes place uh, years before the death of, like decades before the death of the god of torture, and it takes place in Altas. Um, you guys all, uh, you guys have already met each other, just to speed things up. You guys have met each other at a guild hall type area that sends out missions. It's like sends people out on missions. Just a mission hub, I guess you could say.
Mm.
And anyone's welcome. The only rule is not literally leave your weapons at the door, but leave your weapons at the door. No fighting
As
in
in,
guild
don't
hall.
try and stab somebody in the.
I don't think I can leave my fists at the door.
Pretty much they are saying no, no,
Don't fight.
yeah,
No
no
fighting
fighting in the guild hall. Take it
Well,
outside.
that's no
The
fun.
difference is my voice can be a weapon.
But
Being a paladin, I just leave my maul at the door.
you guys are
No
all
fighting
sitting.
means no.
You guys are all sitting in this guild hall one day. It's just like a gathering hub. You just all can go there, chat about adventures and all sorts of things you've done. They have dining. They have rooms. It's this big facility, and so a man comes running in with a stack of papers and runs up to the empty mission board and starts pinning up missions.
Oh boy.
And
that seems nice.
and as soon as he starts pinning them up, people start running to that board and just tearing them off. Just
I was
picking
already
them all
standing
off.
at there, and I'm just gonna gradually look through them, just see if there's anything that would suit my paladin needs.
There is one that stands out that no one else is picking, and it's one that has actually been up there for a few days. Um, it is one to go to the uh, brain
All right,
brain fart
that's
for a
a weird
second there.
place, but I got
Yeah,
it. That's a weird
go
place.
go to the village of Brinola and
Granola bars.
in a research mission for Brinola. And the quest difficulty is about a 10 star,
Oof.
which is really
Just
high.
call it granola. You know you want to.
All right, we granola. It's fine. It's granola.
Okay.
Got it.
It's canon.
Alright.
You're
Oh.
grabbing it.
Yeah.
All right, and usually whenever you go to grab a quest, you take it up to the quest count, one of the quest counters, and you take it up there, and the lady there takes it. And she says, "This is a 10-star quest. Are you sure you're going on this alone?
Oh, I'm not going alone.
You'll have to bring a party up here. I'm afraid I can't let you go alone on this. If you can bring me a decent
Yeah, we can't hear
party."
you, Braden.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was Badger, so I'm just letting Ryan know. But
Oh.
yeah, just my character just sort of raises a hand and waves the other dudes over.
Alright.
Alright.
I see that you brought us this.
By the way, I also forgot to have you guys kind of introduce what you guys are, because a lot of you guys don't know who each other are. Ame is, I believe, a gnome, right? Right, gnome?
Yes.
Gnome
Oh, boy.
barbarian.
So projectile ammo.
Nice.
Throw me. I will chop off their heads.
Ooh.
Ame, well, Logan, he's not Ame now, is Solve, the gnome barbarian. Uh,
Yeah.
then Austin, he is Stephen, the human bard.
Ah, yes, I have many things to help.
Braden is the Minotaur paladin.
Good day.
Tim's is an elf zombie rogue. And named Stalker. I don't know Braden's name. Braden, what's your
I
character's name?
sent you the screenshot. It's Grinlore.
Grinlore. Well, I'm going
Yeah.
based off Roll20 here, so I'm gonna have to. Just gonna change your name so I can
Alright,
quickly
DM
look at it.
that. Here, hold on. We're gonna look for Badger real fast.
Alright. And then we have Tyler as Bonko, the human monk. And he is not any monk, he's a pirate. And
I am a pirate monk.
we're gonna
Pirate.
So we're just while they're gone,
Okay.
we're just gonna assume you guys are just sitting at one of the tables, just
I'm just
mingling, I
flipping a coin
guess.
flipping a coin between my fingers.
All right. Being edgy, nice.
Shut the fuck up. I mean, it fits. It's fucking pirates.
Solve is sitting anxiously, biting his fingernails, shaking his leg, wanting fight.
Wanting fight. Is Steven playing any music right now? Like, since he's a bard.
Well, do we need music? Is it the
There's
time
a
for
lot of-
music? We're discussing quest politics here.
Oof.
Do you
It may
guys
not
have
be the best idea to just
Play the
Yes.
just play a SimCity theme song. You're good.
SimCity theme song?
Gotcha. I'll play something. Boop, 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 boop.
Bongos? Do you play wait. Is your
That
instrument
those
of
are-
choice the bongos?
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
Yes.
The other two are my proficiency of other instruments I could use.
I will
But you
also play
mainly use
bongos.
bongos.
But bongos are what I have.
Well, actually, there's just two people here that just play the bongos.
You guys
Can
are
I
just
play
playing
the
the bongos. Heck yeah.
I played
I-
extremely well though.
I'm an outlander, and it gives me an instrument, so I pick bongos because wild man.
Oh my goodness.
I picked bongos because I'm like, what would Steven do? He's a detective.
What would
what's-
Steven do?
What things do detectives have? Bongos. Are you sure? Bongos.
Detectives play the bongos.
Doesn't everyone know
Well,
that?
I rolled the 26 for my proficiency on.
All
I
right, is
feel
everyone?
I think
Go
we're all here.
I feel like Tibbs is threatening us there.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
And I don't appreciate that roll.
What role?
A poisonous kid.
Oh. Tim's,
Sorry.
what are you poisoning?
Not even a few minutes in, she started trying to poison the party.
Damn
just
zombies.
I just realized something.
What?
Give me just a minute.
By
I
the
forgot
way,
I'm
guess
on my
what?
DM screen for Roll20 recording.
Oof.
That's yeah.
Where's
that's,
B. I thought
Yeah.
someone was missing.
Yeah, Bob B isn't here.
Oh yeah, by the way, let's see. I totally see you try to poison us with a passive perception of 26. No, zombie friend. Don't try stupid ideas that'll get you killed.
She just kind of shrugs.
I rolled because I've realized. Actually, I'm kind of dumb because I realized I'm immune to poison and disease.
Me
Oh
too,
my
man.
Goodness.
Me
No,
Both
too.
immune, but for completely different reasons.
What's
I
my?
don't have that immunities. I just have really good eyesight.
When
I'm not
will I
immune, but I
remember
have-
Bot B's password?
Oops.
One day.
Bot B's password was bot A.
I
Alright.
resist the play.
So we're just gonna go with this while I recover my password.
Okay.
So you guys get to the quest counter, And the lady, she says, all of you are joining, just a second. You guys are all joining Grinlore in this mission?
I
Might
nod.
as well. It's a good opportunity to see
I
the
need something to
changes
do with my
in the world.
need something to do with my ship's in for repair.
Do I get to stab shit?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to stab a lot of shit.
And
As you say.
Good.
and as she's sitting there, writing down things in her logbook, a woman appears in white armor with a sword at her side. That should have been shown to you guys.
Yeah.
It is.
And she walks up and says, "Count me in. I'll join. If you all don't mind."
I saw you coming.
Yes.
I just shrug.
Are you guys letting her join?
As long as you don't try anything
Sure.
fishy, you should be fine.
Are you gonna fight in that
Hi,
dress?
pal. Glad to have
Fish.
You're
you.
fighting the dress.
It is an armored dress, of course.
I'm
But all
looking
those
just to see if it's fishy or
slurs.
not, knowing my character.
That's some female. Who are you to find?
But all that long cloth, you could grab it,
It'll be fine.
cut off your head.
I just kind of pat her
can
on the
hold my
shoulder and
own.
give her a thumbs up.
Does
Why am
Stalker
I
not
the
have a
only
voice?
No, she's mute.
Gotcha.
And I'm the only character on the board? Well, it checks out for now.
Just a second, I gotta change my password here. What's my new password?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm actually... Alright, that's what it's gonna be.
Knife Dimension!
Will it allow me to do that? Yes, it will.
Yeet.
It let me do it.
Whose token is the tiny little sprite thing?
That's Tim's. Story behind that is her name is Stalker, so I put it as a picture of Stalker from Warframe.
It dances if you look at it, so you just stare at it long enough. It just kind of does a quick dance animation. Like, dude.
I don't have a picture from mine. Anyone want to throw one over there for me? Of a Minotaur?
Of a
Mm,
Minotaur? Which
A
Think
one?
you're
Minotaur
lying
what?
to me.
Which
It
one's-
hasn't danced yet.
I need to figure out
I
which
should-
one's bot B.
I just want to let you guys know
I did
though,
it!
my Minotaur is like 8.5 feet tall.
Here
With
you
like,
go, Braden. Hold up. Give me a quick.
Wait, does it
You've
actually do
already-
it on the
I saw it.
token?
Dance.
yeah, the
Here-
token does it every once in a while.
Yeah. There you go, Braden.
That's
And
great.
it's like-
It's so small I can barely see that.
And it's really creepy because it's kind of like how a zombie involuntarily switches.
Alright, we're gonna get a Minotaur
Perfect.
picture for...
I got one for Braden.
Oh, you
You've
got
already-
one
I
Send
for
it
went-
to Dawson so we can throw it into, because I don't
Yeah.
know how to edit the character there. So just send it
I
to Dawson.
don't-
He'll throw it in there for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't like this picture at all. It's creepy.
What, the stalker dancing?
Yes, because it the dance it does is like involuntary twitch like a zombie.
Do you want to see the
Second
actual
note.
GIF?
I have 100% chance to just be able to piss off Terran. I put a hand on Terran. I use 1 point of lay on hands.
What?
Rude.
What does lay on hands do?
Heal.
It heals something for a number of hit points that I choose, up to like my maximum of 25 that I can have that I regain every short rest.
And she's a zombie.
I can just put a hand on Terran since she's undead, heal 1, and she just gets hurt for 1 damage.
Oh.
Fucking rude.
Alright.
Gonna get you
I can
decked,
do that
son.
if need be.
That's gonna get you decked, son.
No,
I don't care if you're 8
no.
feet tall.
I would like to see your. Oh, thing is, that's 8 foot tall, not including another 1.5 horns.
You're 8 feet tall?
8.5
God.
feet tall plus a foot and a
Alright.
half
How
horns.
tall
so
is your
10 foot
gnome?
Total.
I am 4 foot. I'm 4'3", but back where I come from, I am called The
Shorty.
ankle breaker.
The ankle breaker.
Look,
I'm
we need to get you a
5'8".
mace called the kneecapper.
What's his name again?
Who?
Minotaur.
The gnome.
Oh, he has 3 names, but the one he goes by the most is Soul, which is giant for silver.
Gotcha.
I was talking about the Minotaur.
Oh,
Grinlor.
Grin?
Grinlor.
Grinlor.
Yep.
He also is known as the ankle breaker, and then the humans of the fight pit gave him the nickname Paris after the great hero from lore that killed Achilles, because my character's specialty is cutting the heel.
Yeet.
My character just had to make him amongst crew, and he's infamous amongst the seas, basically. So he has a nickname called the Red Devil.
While you guys have names like that, I'm just rocking
And-
Steven.
And mine, the nickname's for good reason too.
I'm just a well-known paladin. People just like me.
I'm an infamous pirate.
And I'm just
I mean-
Steven.
Did I save this in the right place?
I'm a bloodthirsty gladiator that frequents fight pits.
I can see that. It doesn't
There.
take much to see that.
Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
Alright, Brayden,
I
I'm gonna
was
delete your
With
token real
bongos,
quick,
stays with
and
bongos.
then
Okay.
I'll let you know when to put it
Okay.
back out.
I
I've
was
never
Put
raised.
used
in
my
new
bongos.
stats. Yeah, I put in my actual stats, by the way.
Nice. Alright, you can drag him out now. Alright, we got our tokens in. Yay, we finally got that. Okay. So,
That's a much tinier horn than what my character has, but we'll go with it for now.
Brandon, I sent you an image.
Sorry.
Because I sent it the same time Tim's did.
and
fine.
Elysia's
But yeah,
joining this.
I always have to duck through doorways, because in total, including my horns, I'm like 11 feet tall.
Goodness. Alright.
Look, I can literally charge someone as a bonus action to hit them with my horn, so guess what I can do just to double the force? I can run at somebody, thorn whip them closer to me, and the force of them getting pulled towards me as I'm running at them.
Oh, goodness.
With
Ouch.
2.5 foot long horns. Get fecked.
Alright. So, this lady that walks up to you, she says, "My name is Elysia. It's nice to meet you all."
Yes, welcome aboard.
Welcome.
And Quest Lady finishes up her logging and hands you back the sheet, or hands you a map and the quest sheet, and she says, "May the gods be with you.
I was about to say, may the odds be ever in your favor.
May the odds be
yeah,
ever in your favor.
forward.
Now kill each other." No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over the map and just being a woodlands person, I'm just gonna commit it to memory and then
Alright.
hand it to someone else.
I have
Who-
7
who's
navigators
taking
tools if we get lost.
Who's taking it? Who's taking it, Matt?
I guess I'll take it.
Alright.
I have bad
Navigator,
memory,
you
so
still
I'll
need
just
a map
follow.
to navigate with. That's
Yeah.
the thing. As long as you have navigatable tools,
Well, it includes things
you don't
like
get lost.
well, it includes things like compasses and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's still helpful even if I didn't have the map.
but a compass is usually only really useful with a map, so you know which way,
I have
like
technically
what you
have
need
two.
to go
Well,
to.
I
north.
technically have 2 compasses because the background also gives me a broken compass that seems to point in a random direction. So I have it. So on occasion I could end up.
Now
using
you just
the
need to
wrong
figure
compass.
out which one's which.
Exactly.
Alright.
Why did I buy
2 identical compasses, knowing one of them's broken?
So,
Or you just buy 10 more compasses, so the chance of you getting the wrong one's lower.
so you guys head out. Actually, there is a shop in the guild hall. Will you guys want to go there and buy anything? You guys
I
are
got
have a
my
book.
equipment.
you guys are starting out
Well, they
with,
have
I'm gonna say 500 gold.
Might as well go, see what there is.
Yes.
I might
Actually,
as well
question.
buy myself a bit better.
This guild
they have a
hall has
potion of
anything
vitality?
you would need, by the way.
Is there
So
any chance
vitality.
we could possibly start with a magic weapon,
A magic weapon?
by chance? Or just like pick one from a DM's guide and just see if you approve it?
Sure.
Woot. Let me go
Really?
through DM's guide. Would anyone else like weapon suggestions out of DM's guide and Xanathar's and stuff like that? out of what I have access to based on your characters?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, let's see. I gotta get myself studded leather.
I need a
That's
long
the
sword.
All right, so you guys are going to the shop.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go through books and see what would work better with certain characters. I think I already know what Ame might want, but it depends on how good it is.
The Berserker Axe?
That's what I was thinking. Berserker Axe.
By the way, you guys just let me know what you want from the shop.
Okay.
Well, I got studded leather armor now,
All right.
and I can't really buy anything else.
All right.
Unless
The
it's
magic
magical.
items are going to come from this shop, by the way.
Yeah, I think you might like the Berserker Axe is basically a +1 that is cursed. If you fail a saving throw and you get hit, you go berserk. Yeah, and you attack creatures with the axe, make extra attacks as part of the attack action. You use those extra attacks, moving and attack the nearest creature. Actually, never mind. The Berserker Axe is worse than it says it is. It's really just a +1 axe with a downside. But, what is your strength?
My strength is 18.
Okay, then a belt of giant strength wouldn't really work for you. But I think you might be able to benefit from Spring Heel boots. Or Spring Heel, or what were they called? Boost of swiftness, maybe?
Is anyone else getting anything from the shop?
I need a
probably-
long
I
sword.
probably have to, but
A long sword?
Yeah.
I probably have
Alright.
to look for a magic item.
Boots of striding and springing.
Possibly. I think that's what they are, if I remember correctly.
Get
Because they
yourself
might
a
help
long
you
sword.
out just for moving around due to your size.
I'm not really that impeded. I only have a -5 to my speed, and I get a +10 because I'm a barbarian.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Look
the
at
thing
a
is that you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
How many potions of vitality can I get?
How many potions of vitality?
When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. And for the next 24 hours, you regain the max number of hit points for any hit dice you spend.
I'm going to say 2.
Okay. I'm gonna get two of those.
Okay,
Yep.
I would like a vicious hand axe.
All right. Get that.
Do you want to know what it does?
We'll find out whenever we get into combat.
All
I like
right.
how it's fine. We'll find out when we get
How
there.
much? How much would it cost to get one?
How much would it cost?
Well,
Yeah.
This was to start with a random magic item.
Oh.
And then you buy equipment otherwise. I believe.
How much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we were supposed to start with a random magic item?
Not random, like you pick it, but like just random as in like he did.
If I paid, could I get a second?
Could you get a second one?
Yes.
Sure.
How much?
200.
Okay.
Could I get the Cloak of Displacement?
Cloak of displacement?
Yep.
Teleporty stuff?
Nope.
What does it do?
Basically,
Oh, is
it
this
creates
for
an
your
illusion
magic?
of me. Yeah, for the magic item, it creates the Cloak of Displacement creates an illusion of me 5 feet from me, or like in my general area, that gives disadvantage on attack rolls. And if I get hit, then it's suppressed until my next turn.
Basically a displacer beast.
All right.
Now for an item that I would want to buy.
Anything in there that
So we get
would benefit me?
one random item and then one buy item.
I think the holy water of drinking would benefit
Oh.
you, Tim's. You drink it and you get healed
Oh.
for 100 points.
I drink it and I fucking die. Well, if I hit 0
pretty
points, technically I'm still alive.
Can I get a ring of the
You
ram?
have to roll for that to see if you're alive. It's not every time.
What were you saying, Tyler?
It's a ring. It's simply called the Ring of the Ram.
What does it do?
It has 3 charges, regains 3 at dawn, 1d3 at dawn. While wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 of 2 or 3 of its charges to attack one creature you see within 6 feet. It produces a spectral ram's head and makes it attack roll with +7. When it's on a hit, for each charge you spend, the target will take 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can expend 1 to 3 of the ring charges to try and break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried.
All right. Well,
Alright.
I'm gonna get for my random item goggles of night, which allows me when I'm wearing them to get night 60 for dark vision.
Alright.
Nice.
And then I will buy a cloak of saving throw, basically.
Didn't you buy the studded armor?
Yeah, I mean that only costed 45 gold,
Oh, okay. I thought.
and it's not even a magic
Yeah.
item. It's
Yeah.
actual studded leather.
So what's the next thing you're getting?
Let's
You
see.
said?
Cloak of protection.
Alright.
I was gonna ask for the ring of 3 wishes, but that's incredibly overpowered for what we're Paula doing.
Yeah, no.
Literally just get 3
Don't even
wishes.
don't even have to tell me the description. No. Alright.
Alright, I'll get a cloak of protection, and I'll just get a +1 to rapier and armor, if that's fine.
+1 rapier and armor.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I get the dagger of many daggers?
Dagger of many daggers, is that an actual
What
thing?
is that? Is that Richard? Do
Is that
I
an
need to-
actual
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. You
Wait,
throw
is
one
it-
dagger and it throws more than that.
What, like a dagger that has a single charge of rain of daggers on it?
Basically, yeah.
So,
This dagger works with experimental temporal magics. Oof.
so how does, like, what's the...
When it's used to attack, you can
I'm
expend
reading
one
it.
of the charges. If you do, the dagger functions as normal, but it begins to multiply mid-attack. Roll 2d4. You gain that many extra attacks with the dagger against the chosen target.
Alright,
Heat?
you can get that.
And it will gain its
Yeah.
charge after 1 hour.
Oh
Neat.
boy.
Alright, you can get that.
It's also it is also a +2 dagger.
Alright, so you
Nice.
all each have one magical item?
Mhm.
Alright, anything else
And
you're
I just
buying?
bought. Well, all I did was buy partial magic stuff for my armor, but that's about
Healing
it.
potions.
Weapon.
How much are healing potions?
How much are healing potions?
Yep.
They are about 100 a pop.
For like basic healing potions or like normal, like what kind?
What kind?
Yeah,
Healing
'cause, like,
potion. There's like lesser healing and then greater.
and lesser healing is 100.
No, normal.
Okay. How much is the lesser healing potions worth?
50.
50.
Could I buy a Mace of Disruption?
Mace of Disruption.
Mhm.
What does it do?
When you hit a fiend or undead with this magic weapon, the creature take an extra 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it must succeed on a DC Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed. On a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
I feel like that's going to end up being used against Tim's.
Rude.
I'm
Sure.
a
What did I
paladin.
do?
No, it's not against you. Just whatever we face against. Fiend or
Alright.
undead. It's mainly for fiends.
Alright.
Alright, so how many how much did that cost me for those
For what?
for those +1s to just rapier and armor?
Oh, I'd say... Trying to think.
I just minus 270 for that.
Alright, that'll work.
Alright, so the good news is, alright, how much are health potions?
50, 100, 150.
Alright. I'm gonna buy 2 greater healing potions.
Alright, that'll be 150 each.
Alright, basically that's 100 each, and what do I write down for its stats?
For its stats,
Basically, for the healing that I receive.
give me a second.
A potion of. Did you buy lesser?
No, I bought greater.
I think greater is
44 plus 4.
yeah.
Lesser is going to be 1d4
I'm a
2d4
sup-
plus 1.
I'm a support guy, so there we go. I got my regular stuff sorted out. Now
Can
I
I
have
buy
a
it?
17 AC, and I have goggles of the night so I can see in dark vision.
Can I buy a potion of growth?
potion of
Oh.
growth. That's gonna be about 200 there. Those things
All
are
right.
hard. If it's what I'm thinking it is.
It
Size?
basically
Size?
casts the.
You cast the enlarge reduce spell for the enlarge
Yep.
part.
Alright.
So how
Yeah.
much would the mace of
I think they'd give him a
Mace of
discount because he's a
Disruption
gnome.
What'd you say, Braden?
cost? How much would that mace of disruption cost?
Mace of Disruption? About
Mhm.
200.
Alright.
I
That leaves
spent
me
all
with-
the gold that he gave me.
That leaves me with
I am.
300.
Well, now with what I got, I have a wisdom and charisma saving throws of 9. Yeah, I'm
I like-
rocking good in saving throws at least.
I like my hand axes.
And can I? Okay, for a javelin of lightning, can I buy that?
Javelin of Lightning?
It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
an uncommon magic weapon.
Yeah.
What does it do?
You throw it,
shoots
it becomes a
lightning.
bolt of lightning.
150.
Okay, I'll buy 2 of those.
Alright, fair enough.
Is that
At
what
least,
everything
yeah, it's-
everyone's getting?
Yeah. And
Yeah, I
both my
spent all the
magic.
money.
Wait, how does Stalker go about buying things from this store?
Don't worry, I have it covered. Don't worry. Let's see. My friend here needs some items. You know, they have the gold to pay for it. Don't worry about it.
What did you get, Stalker?
Longsword and dagger of many daggers.
The Dagger of Many Daggers was your
Yeah.
starting thing, but just a
Yeah.
longsword from the store.
Just longsword.
Alright.
So essentially, what I did is I picked up a sword, like a short sword, and I moved my hand past the tip of the sword, so to point out I'm looking for a long sword.
Okay. Alright, so you guys head out, and by the way, this building is just like the lands aren't very populated, I guess you could say. Like this guild hall is a huge facility, but it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Gotcha.
Type deal. It's like in the middle of a
Question.
forest. Yes, I may have an answer.
I have a spell called Find Steed. Can I just say I have that already cast because the steed doesn't last for a certain amount of time.
What does Find Steed do?
I find a steed.
Oh, alright. Very well.
The pony.
I just summon. Okay, you summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it.
Alright. What is your
Basically, it's a
steed?
war horse.
Oh.
It's a steed.
Okay.
It is my spirit steed.
Alright.
Nobody else has a steed.
I have a steed because I can
I'm just-
summon steed.
That poor
Whenever,
horse.
whenever Grinlor gets his horse, I'm just gonna like throw my hands up, like, what the fuck?
I could ask an animal to let me ride it.
Hey,
Sit on my
Grinlord, can I
shoulders,
ride
you're
you?
4 foot tall.
I
That's
have
what he's
two
about to
big
ask.
animals.
Look, just sit between my horns. I don't care.
I just want a deer. Deer, onward.
Alright, you get a deer.
You probably just get a goat.
Goat, onward.
Yes. It's one of the screaming goats.
Yes.
All goats scream. That's just what they do.
Mm.
I now have a screaming goat now. It's canon.
And I'm
Alright.
just sitting here, Stephen, with a cloak and some goggles. Oh,
Alright,
this is
so-
nice.
I'm making this a part of my character's background now officially. The screaming goat.
Yes.
You have a goat. What was
Have
that?
a goat. Da-da!
What was that?
I don't
Someone who
know.
acquired a goat.
Someone acquired
Sound of
a goat.
acquired goat. The sound of acquired goat.
Goat acquired.
Ta-da!
+1 goat.
I'm putting it on my character sheet.
+1 goat.
Alright.
Give me just a second.
There's nowhere on the sheet to put it. I'm just gonna put it in my bio. Goat.
Oof. Goat. Specifically, screaming goat.
screaming goat mount named
Well, this is unusual, but alright.
my screaming goat mount named Wiggles
Wiggles. I love him.
or Reginald. Which one's better?
I'll try not to eat him.
Should I name him Wiggles or Reginald?
I like
Yes.
Wiggles.
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 No. Sir Reginald Wiggles
Wiggles the
the
third.
third.
You. By the way, you now have a goat on the field.
I do.
Yeah,
On the field.
here's a goat.
Well, are we
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready to travel, party?
Thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
And Elysia says, "All right, let's go. What are all your names?"
I'm gonna offer her hand so she can sit on my fucking horse with me. I am Gridlore.
She takes
Very
the offer.
gentlemanly.
I'm a fucking paladin. It's the whole goddamn point.
She says, "Thank you. What deity do you follow?"
I follow the deity of Mother Nature, not someone in specific, but just keeping the balance.
Okay, that's fair enough. You know, I'm quite a holy warrior myself.
I will roll insight on that.
Wink, wink.
She's not lying. She's not lying.
Alright, she's definitely not lying about that.
All right, and you guys follow the map, and
Sure.
let's see. Do. On the way,
The steed is abnormally strong, so it can support my gigantic minotaur self.
you guys run into 4 goblins.
Oh boy.
And of course, there's no way you guys can be surprised. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I have a passive perception of 26.
Exactly.
I can't be surprised while I'm conscious.
So we're just gonna say you guys saw these 4 goblins coming, and they are riding on giant rats,
Oh,
How about you
boy.
move away?
about the size
before
of
you get-
dogs.
Goblins, how about you move away before you get extremely hurt?
You, give us all your gold,
How about
about
you
I
give us
give
all your gold?
and we'll take that goat. We'll take the goat too.
How about no?
Oh no.
How about no?
I'm just gonna calmly get off of my horse, scream, and then charge at one of them.
All right, roll initiative.
Initiative tracker.
Yes, I need that, don't I?
Grinlore. So yeah, I just click on. Yeah,
22.16. What?
What?
4.6.
4.16?
That's when you add Dex tiebreaker.
Huh.
That's when you add Dex tiebreaker, so it doesn't add it into any tiebreaker initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had that on there for a reason, but you guys need to learn about it later.
It won't even load my picture on.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You're a PDF.
All right. So we're gonna descending. First in the order is bongo. Play them bongos.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the closest one that's near me.
Song of Wrath.
All right. You guys
And,
are.
I'm going.
Wait. Give me a second. I'm gonna kind of position you guys how you are. All right. About like that.
And I'm going to do the punch.
So you're moving up to one of them. At this one.
Moving up to that one and attacking.
All right. You have 2 attacks towards
Yeah,
it.
I have extra attack. You
You do not hit.
You also have bonus attack. Bonus
Monks are
action
all
attack.
about just punching the crap out of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, you missed both of those.
Yeah.
The rat kind of moves around.
You can do a
to
bonus
dodge.
action attack still, Tyler.
Yeah.
Do that.
You're doing it?
Yep.
That hits. Alright. He takes that much damage.
Well, since I'm gonna be a little
Ow!
in the order.
Ow! That hurts!
Oof.
Why is this guy punching me? Alright, next in the order, Steven.
Alright, I'll move here and I'll insult this guy.
Ho!
Same one.
Yeah, just to make sure he gets disadvantage. Roll that wisdom saving throw and try to beat a 16.
Do-do-do-do-do.
He can go one of two ways.
He got to beat a 16?
Yeah, and wisdom.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's because
He takes
you're
one psychic?
Absolutely. Yep. It's because you're an absolute idiot.
Ho!
Hey, that kind of hurts! I'm not an idiot!
Yes, you are.
You're an idiot!
No. You
No.
are an idiot.
Maybe I am an idiot.
Absolute persuasion king here.
Alright, next in the order is the goblins. And they're gonna move in. And,
There's a reason that I got in the middle. Oh yeah, I forgot. By the way, let's see. What?
What?
What on
Is
earth
that?
is that?
That's what happens when he tries to use a spell.
Just incoherent yelling.
All right.
What did I do?
You
What?
accidentally-
Oh,
You
click
pressed
stuff on
something.
accident.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. By the way, I'm using one of my bardic inspiration on the Minotaur. There's your D8.
Yeet.
Can you do that as a bonus?
That's a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, I should be good now instead of clicking random crap.
And accidentally clicks a spell that doesn't exist.
Alright, so
Yeah,
the one next to
that hits.
Bonko is going to attack him with a scimitar.
Is that the monk?
Yes. Does an 11 hit?
No, he rolls with disadvantage anyway.
Oh yeah, an 8 does not hit.
Nope.
Next, the next one's gonna attack you, Grinlor.
Doubt it.
Does an 18 hit?
Is that with disadvantage?
He doesn't get disadvantage. Only
Yeah, it does.
no,
Make
only
your cloak
this one got.
disruption.
Only this
Yeah, only
one.
that one.
Cloak of displacement, my dude.
Oh,
Cloak of
cloak of
displacement.
displacement. Wait, don't you have to activate that though?
No.
Nope, all times. It only stops when I get hit.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that doesn't hit. And then the next one's going to hit.
Attack normally.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
next one's
"Which
gonna
one
hit.
hits me.
It's gonna hit Elysia. Let's see, does that hit her? No, it does not. Then next one's gonna hit you, Solve. And that does not hit unless your AC is lower than an 8.
How do I just delete a thing on here?
You can't delete the
Alright.
chat. It stays.
No, I mean, how do I delete?
Forever.
There we go, got it.
Next.
I enjoyed it. So.
Next is Grinlor.
Got it. I'm going to schmiggity smack the one who tried to hit my illusion.
Oh yeah, and you got that D8 if needed.
I'll use the D8 on the first. Like I would have used the D8 on the first attack just to add that
So
to
you
it.
attack it
so-
twice.
Yep.
The one that
He's-
smacked you.
He's rolling that D8 on the first attack. All right, that's
Yes,
a 13 now.
So basically, you got
Alright,
your
you
advantage
hit-
roll.
So that first one was a 19, or
First one was a 13, and
Okay.
the second one was a 22.
all right, those both hit. Wait, no,
13 doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
Then just 6 damage on that one. Do
6
goblins
damage.
count as fiends? I don't think so.
Goblins, no.
I
They're
don't think so.
goblins.
Yeah, we're good.
Zamboni.
All right. Next in the
That,
order.
and then I'm
Oh.
just going to wait. I'm gonna run in a loop around that one just to move 20 feet, and then smack him with my horns as a bonus action.
Oof.
You're gonna do what?
He's gonna try and
I'm
gore
gonna
the
run
goblin.
around. Yeah, I'm gonna run around him for a run up, and then just because I moved 20 feet, hit him with my horns.
All right.
Well, can you do that without giving the one above you an opportunity attack?
Try.
All right. Yeah, he gets an
They
attack of
certainly
opportunity.
try to hit you.
Does a nat 20 hit?
Roll disadvantage.
Yeah, roll for disadvantage.
Oh, right. 11.
Miss.
Alright.
Those disadvantages are just getting back.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys have disadvantage on everything.
Does that hit that goblin?
Is that your roll to hit?
Yep.
No, that doesn't hit. I'm kidding. Yeah, that hits.
No, that doesn't hit. He was king of the goblins wearing heavy
And you
What
kill
did
the
you say?
goblin, but the rat starts scurrying around now and hissing at you.
That's to hit the goblin.
Yeah, it's dead.
Hi, baby.
Alright, next in the order is Stalker.
Oh boy. Move this way. I'm gonna stab this guy.
Alright. Man, you're pretty ugly!
Boop. Is that right?
Longsword?
Jesus.
That's what you're attacking with?
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah, and also, let's see.
Wait.
Yeah, you
Let me just
you
hover over that real
cleave that goblin.
fast. Okay, DA plus 2. Got it.
You cleave that goblin and now the rat is hissing at you.
Yeet. I want to hiss back at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I get an intimidation check?
Yeet. Yeet.
You're not that intimidating.
But
And I
is
have
it enough?
advantage on intimidation.
No, that wasn't enough. The the rat's just like, eh.
Win.
Like, what the fuck?
All right, next in the order is Solve.
You know, take goat. Rage.
All right, you rage. This
I'm
gnome
going to
goes into a furious rage.
And roars like a bear.
Find my player's handbook.
I attack the
Alright.
goblin.
Oh,
Nat
wow.
20.
Oh, you can't disadvantage him.
that doesn't hit.
I got 2 nat 20.
You're cleaving through the goblin and the rat
Oof.
with that nat 20.
Rip rat.
Because the vicious hand axe's effect activates when I get a nat 20, I do an extra 2d7 slashing damage to whatever I hit.
Oof.
All
It's
right,
just, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be dead regardless.
It's overkill.
so roll that damage.
So
Click on vicious hand axe in the chat bar.
5 plus
7.
2,
So that plus your other 2d7.
It's already dead.
and then another 2 because
It's
rage.
already dead.
It's already dead.
You know, take goat.
Yeah, you guys see Soul just with the vicious hand axe just go straight down on this goblin and through it and through the rat.
A very 110-year-olds.
Well, that's neat.
All right, next is Bonko. Unless Soul's doing anything else with the bonus.
My bonus action was to rage, so.
Okay.
Oh, but I will use my movement.
All right.
To get on goat.
To get
No,
on goat.
To go after other goblins.
Are you still on the goat or?
This goblin's dead regardless.
Don't you have
Maybe
2
the
attack
others.
actions as a barbarian already? You have 2
Alright.
attacks and you're you should be
I
able to
think-
make a
Oh,
second attack.
I can still keep attacking. Look,
Are you still
look
on
at
the
me.
goat, by the way?
Nah, I left the goat there.
Okay. It's just eating the grass.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I attack other
I'm just
goblins.
imagining it's the goat from Goat Simulator.
All right. So you're attacking the other one. That hits. Oh wait, no. This.
10 plus 2.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead, Jim.
You kill that goblin, and the rat hisses at all of you.
Can I hiss back at that one too?
I'm
I
going
mean-
to use.
You're all the way on the other side of the fight
Aw.
here.
Oh, I already used my bonus action. Okay,
Yeah.
I will hiss at the rat.
Yeet!
All right,
No,
intimidation.
I will bear scream at the rat.
All right, I'll let you do that.
I'm gonna fail, but
Yeah, you failed.
Oh.
You don't
Fury of
have.
110-year-olds.
I have 0 charisma because nobody's terrified of me, even though they really should be.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah, I got 0 charisma because, you know, I'm a zombie. Oops.
Bunko, you're up.
There any more? There any goblins still around?
There's a rat
Yeah,
in front of
there's-
you. That's the size of a dog.
Are there goblins? That's what I'm asking.
Are
Yeah,
there
there's-
goblins? There's one. Actually, no, it's
No,
just
the
rats.
one with...
It's just rats.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna use cheap blast on this one, which is
What is it?
the actual. Create a burst of thunder sound from your palm. Basically, any creature within 100 feet of me, make a con saving throw, and if you fail, you take 2d6 thunder damage.
So that means everyone's got to take that.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine.
All right, so everyone makes what saving throw?
Con.
Con.
Constitution saving throw.
All right, everyone make con.
Hmm?
What do they
All
got
of
to
us
meet?
make a Constitution saving throw. All of us or them or what?
Everyone within 100 feet
Everyone.
of me. Within 100 feet of me.
Oh no.
Well,
All right, so to the rats, they, they
Oh.
all right, so
Did one nat,
what
did
do
one
they,
of them nat one.
what do they gotta meet again?
Let's see.
I know
Yeah, 'cause-
two of the rats didn't make it.
Doesn't actually say what it is.
What's your
oh wait, hang on.
constitution?
Oh yeah, hang on. One sec. What is? I know what it's asking about. It's EDC. Give me a second. Eight. Let's see. 8 plus proficiency bonus and my wisdom modifier. So 8 plus 4 plus proficiency.
What's that?
8 plus 4 would be, it's a 15.
15.
You have to pass the
Yeah.
15.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alright.
damn.
15.
So
You have
Stalker
to
didn't.
beat, not meet a 15.
You have to beat.
Yeah,
but not-
Steven and Stalker,
oh no.
and two of the
2
rats.
thunder damage?
How much?
2d6 thunder damage.
Roll that
Oh,
thunder
okay.
damage.
How much damage we're taking? Oof.
Watch where you're aiming that.
7. All right, you kill this rat and this rat, but the one next to you, it kind of just looks at
I'm gonna use
you.
my- I'm using my
tilts
bonus
its
action
head.
to punch-
Wait,
I'm
wait,
using my
it
bonus action. No.
tilts its head and looks at you, and at this moment you realize it's deaf.
Oh. Poor rat.
It rolled in at 20.
Oof.
Poor rat. I'm still gonna punch it as my bonus action.
Yeet.
All
You
right.
only make the unarmed strike if you attacked on your action,
Arcane.
so you can't punch it. Sorry, dude.
Aw.
All right. So next in the order,
It's the end of my turn.
Steven. There's one rat left. It's just kind of looking at you all.
Stab.
Damn.
You're stabbing it. All right. You hit.
Get out of the way.
And
Damn.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeesh. Where are you aiming that thunder? Jeez.
It can't be aimed. It's simple.
And don't hurt my ears. I'd like to not be deaf by the end of this.
I'll give you a warning next time.
Put a hand on a shoulder. You know, if you're intending on harming somebody, you might want to make that louder.
Oh yeah,
And if you,
Elysia
if you
didn't.
wish,
Elysia didn't make that. Oh yeah, she
I can
took
make
the
it louder
damage
if you
too.
wish.
Elysia,
Elysia.
Elysia took the damage too. And Elysia's just kind of rubbing her ears like, ow.
I'm just
a
kind
warning
of
would
clap
be
my
nice
hands over
next
my
time.
ears.
A warning would be nice next time.
A warning would have gotten me a 22.
All right. So you guys keep traveling in this forest, and uh, by the map you can tell this is a pretty long distance.
Uh,
And it turns nighttime.
I,
And are you guys gonna keep traveling, or what's going on?
I
I'm not
guess
afraid of the dark.
I'm gonna wear my goggles. Yeah, I have to see what's going on.
So you guys aren't gonna set up camp or anything?
I'm gonna
Well,
cast Produce Flame and just have a light
All right.
what?
Lacane Treep.
So shall we set up camp or no?
If you would like, for the day, I can use a sprig of mistletoe and we can cast Goodberry and then eat and move on if you would like. I'll have another
Sure.
cast as of tomorrow.
Hmm.
Unless others want to, I have no intention of staying here. A hunter does not rest in the night.
I'm just gonna shrug and point at the gnome. Like what he said.
All right.
Alright, I guess I just get on my goggles. Well, since we're going this dark style.
Elysia looks at you, Grinlor, and says, "I did forget my rations." If,
What?
That is fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Goodberry and they'll give us, I think, let me just double check this.
No, I'm just gonna hand her my rations.
why
You
would
can't
you even
eat
have
anyway.
rations?
Exactly!
Why would you have them though?
I
You
probably
never
gave them to
know.
her trying to be nice.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll say I gave them to her trying to be nice.
All right. And she takes them and just
Yeah,
riding on
I
the
can free
horse.
cast a Goodberry though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that just because it tastes better than rations.
All right.
Let me just double check Goodberry.
And the
What
goat
does
just
Goodberry
randomly
do?
screams. By the way.
What does Goodberry do?
Up to
Goodberry.
10 berries appear in your hand that are infused with magic. For the duration, a creature can use its action to eat one berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
I'm just gonna eat a berry and proceed to spit it out.
They last for 24 hours, so I'm just going to go ahead and make 10, and we can each eat 1 except for zombie.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
eat
that
one.
saves
I'm just gonna
5
spit it out.
that saves 5 for the morning. I'm just going to not give you one.
Rude.
Rude
I'd
for
rather
spitting it
go.
out.
I'd rather go look for some meat.
I eat the good berry. I'm like, alright.
You can feed it to your goat if you don't want
I'm
it.
gonna point at the gnome again and just look really excited. The mention of meat. Let's fucking go, my dude.
I can I roll survival to look for meat?
Sure.
Me too, man. Oh boy.
What
I
did
can
you
instant
roll?
fry that bunny with a javelin of lightning if you'd like.
Yeah. Solve, you find yourself 2 rabbits.
Oh boy.
Good.
Now, can you kill them?
Round 1.
Probably.
Fight. Nah,
Roll to
you
hit
hunted
the
them.
bunny?
You hunted them. You got them.
All right, I feed the good berry to my goat, and I get meat for me, Stalker. I give Stalker one of the rabbits because I'm sure
Yay.
she'll eat it raw.
I guarantee you, she's just gonna crack it open and eat what's
Yeah.
in its skull.
Yeah, that's why I just threw a rabbit at her. 'Cause I
No, I'm gonna
figured
eat the whole thing. Yeah, bones and all.
Just chalk it down whole.
And Elysia looks at Stalker and is like, "Are you sure she is safe?"
No,
I'm just gonna,
No.
I like her being
I'm just
there,
gonna-
but
I'm just gonna grin at her with like blood and muscle in my teeth.
Steve,
I-
my character, it's not my place to judge how people eat.
I'm not sure that she's safe, but life isn't safe as it is. If I have to
Ooh.
kill her, so be it.
I'm just gonna give him a thumbs down.
I pull out my mace. If things get out of hand, I then put it back.
Double thumbs down.
I'm gonna wrap the rabbit up so I can cook it when
Cook it whenever you what?
whenever we make camp again.
Okay.
I offer my component pouch so you can salt it to preserve it for now.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
My gnome is not very familiar with that.
So you are not taking any rest.
Nah.
All right. So you guys
Whoever
traveling through the
ate a
night.
berry has been healed for 1 hit point if you did take damage.
All right, Elysia.
Nice. 1 hit point back.
Yep,
Also,
Elysia.
whoever needs it, I'm gonna go ahead and use my lay on hands for however many points we need to just heal people.
Elysia is missing 1. If you want to know that,
I'm
I'll just use 1
missing.
hit point for Elysium, and then how many for?
it's
You.
Elysia, not Elysium.
I'm
Eh,
missing.
close enough.
I'm missing 6. Thanks to people.
Alright,
You're welcome.
I have used that on you, and you're now healed to full. I've got 18 points of lay on hands left.
And it doesn't work on the zombie, so I think we're good.
No, it's another way I can give the zombie pain.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, don't worry, zombie. Let me heal you. Death.
Hisses at him.
Wait, hang on.
Physically can't heal you, Taryn. You know that, right?
Wait.
Oh, I
no,
know.
no. Hang on a minute. Can necrotic damage heal you?
No.
Ow.
Dang.
The
I'm
only way
good.
for a zombie to heal would be either
The-
it resting.
We could use
Or
medicine.
or a humbu spell called Necro Heal, but that's
Yeah.
a humbu spell called Necro Heal.
Couldn't
I was gonna
technically
say, I
medicine
have a-
work?
No one
I have a
has
way of
Necro Heal. No
I
one
have a way
has
of doing
that.
necrotic. That's why I asked.
Couldn't medicine technically work?
Yeah.
I have medicine equipment, but I'm not using it on a zombie.
Rude.
Rude.
Because as a paladin, I would much prefer to help the living and not a fucking zombie.
I'm
Racist.
just gonna give you a frown. Like, excuse
I-
me.
Tolerate you.
Racist.
Racist.
Exactly.
So-
Let's me examine the wounds.
They're
Hmm.
everywhere.
Yeah, I don't even know how I can heal this, cause I
So
really
for my
don't
zombie,
know.
she looks mostly living, you know, besides having a giant ass hole in her chest. Half of her right ear is bitten off, and then her right arm? Please hold.
Ah, the solution. Get something to fix up that area.
Yeah,
I
and
just
her
point around in a general area so you don't know what area that is.
and her left arm up to her mid bicep is just bone, but she has it wrapped in linens to the point where it just looks like a hand.
All right.
Let's
So
just
she
shove
can't
a
use-
rock in the hole.
Oof. So you can vaguely use her left hand.
All right. So you guys keep traveling, and becomes morning, and you guys travel through the day. Is there any point that you guys will want to make camp?
I'd much rather make camp to rest in the day. That way we have less chance of things ambushing us.
All right.
Alright.
You guys find a clearing.
Boy.
It's quite
I could
beautiful.
make a
Has
clear with my fucking horns.
well, it's like a clearing. It has some nice flowers. It's just a nice, beautiful area. Sunny
I'm just
outside.
gonna lay on a bed of flowers.
And then flowers
Mhm.
die.
Is there a large rock I could just sit and meditate on?
Sure. There can be a large rock.
I'm gonna do that.
And I'll just go to sleep.
Just gonna
Alright.
face plant.
So you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest?
I can take a short.
Short rest will be like
a short rest.
Short
we're only
rest
gonna
will
get
be
short.
like a lunch. Long rest will be you sleep until like the afternoon, close to night.
Probably at lunch.
I get my bardic inspiration back after a short rest, so I'm good.
Okay.
We should take a
I
long
believe I get my
rest.
lay on hands back after a short rest.
We should take a long rest so we don't get exhausted.
I'm
that's-
I'm probably not gonna.
Exhaustion is of no
yeah.
concern to me.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll
too.
just do a long rest just to get my.
If we need to, we can take
Alright.
that.
Unless we can avoid exhaustion with a short rest. I don't remember how that works.
I mean, he just said we're not going to worry about it.
Yeah, I
Long
usually
rest
don't
is
worry about
fine.
exhaustion from how long
Yeah.
you're awake
For the
and
sake
stuff.
of sake, I'm still applying exhaustion in my character.
Well, yeah, if stuff with
It's part of this. It's the whole. It's main thing of the subclass.
If
Yeah,
it's
if
something about an ability that gives you exhaustion, then
Yeah.
yeah, but just staying awake, no.
Yeah.
unless
just-
unless like times in the campaign where, for example, it's supposed to be an endurance test, then I will worry about it. But if you guys are just traveling, I'm gonna assume you guys take
we're resting as
precautions
needed.
to rest whenever you need to.
I'm just gonna perch up in a tree and keep watch while everyone sleeps.
Occasionally
Alright.
tries to. Wait, no, you're mutant. I was say occasionally tries to mimic an owl.
You guys, so everyone's sleeping but Tim's, or
Well, I'm
I'm not
meditating, but yeah, technically.
I'll
I'm
take
not
first
going to-
watch, I guess.
All
Alright.
right.
I'm
Tim's
not going
also
to,
doesn't sleep, so she can watch as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to cook my rabbit.
Alright.
Brayden just has a hatred for his tip zombie.
Paladin,
And-
that's my point.
Elysia does like some training with her blade
Most don't.
while everyone is sleeping.
I'm going to cook my rabbit, and then if there's still time, go back out hunting.
Alright, pretty sure there would be some time if you're doing a long rest.
I don't know how long they're resting.
8
Long
hours.
rest is 8 hours.
Yeah.
Short rest is an hour. One of these days, I want to have somebody run like a more gruesome campaign, and what you can do for a rule is that an 8-hour rest is a short rest, and a long rest is like a week.
Oh goodness.
Like a week just to basically sit in town, recoup, and everything like that is a long rest. And a
Oof.
short rest is 8 hours, like a full-on sleep.
So is anyone taking a long rest?
I guess
Well,
I am, but I'm taking the first watch of that long rest.
And then I'm going to go hunt.
If we're I'll be
You're going hunting.
taking long rest if that's
Yep.
what we're doing.
You catch like you catch like one rabbit. Actually, no, we're gonna say 2 squirrels.
Squirrel. I throw a squirrel at Ivari.
Yay! I want to devour it. Just one swift.
Alright.
No.
Don't worry, weird lady. I'll keep you fed.
Yay! I give him a thumbs up.
And I'm just in my sleeping bag. I am the sleep. I am the night. My goggles are on, but I'm sleeping with them. I must not be surprised.
Oh goodness. Alright, so is there anything
Yep.
else you guys want to do during this long rest?
But yeah, it's right above his head, so if he hears something, he just flips down the goggles.
I just realized a small mistake.
Oh.
I just realized that I forgot to up my martial arts die. Martial arts die. Since I'm
Oh.
fifth level. So I was supposed to be doing a D6 instead of a D4. But what? Oh well. Not too big of a deal.
It's just like I was using Toll of the Dead with the cleric once, and that happened. I was supposed to be doing 2d12 instead of 1d12.
Oof.
Alright.
That doesn't change the fact that that guy's armor class is like 25 at level 5.
So there is
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
you're asleep, right? Steven?
Steven is sleeping right now, so he regains his stuff.
Alright. What is everyone's passive perception?
I have
26!
a 14, but I'm actively looking around. While
Alright.
14, and I'm meditating.
I'd be
so I
using
would
my
be
active
aware.
perception. Want me to go ahead and roll?
13, and I'm just looking around.
I'm at probably disadvantage to 21, because that's -5.
Would it count could I roll active perception since I'm just meditating, or no?
It would just be your passive.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
My passive is
I-
26. I see everything.
Is there everything?
Even whenever you're asleep?
Well,
Yes.
that means disadvantage, which would give me a 21.
Okay, yes.
My passive is 14, and I'm currently cooking, so I'm not watching.
Alright,
But yeah,
you said a
I'm the
14?
only guy sleeping, but it's probably light dosing if I have anything else to go on.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
honestly apparently just not paying attention. I'm just sitting with this out. It's like,
Yeet!
this is such a nice clearing.
You're trying
Alright.
to commune with. You're currently trying to commune with nature.
Steven, since
Yeah,
you
probably.
are asleep, and this would more rely on sight, you don't notice anything.
Gotcha. I don't notice anything because I'm in a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
The Zombino
Yeah.
got a high roll.
Tim's, you see, goblins just
Oh,
in the tree,
boy.
like kind of stalking you guys. Get it?
Zombino, are you going to let people know somehow?
She's a mute.
She's mute. She's
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a stick and throw it at the Minotaur. And point to the trees. Just like break
Right,
off a
like, just-
stick.
Now that she's alerted me to what's going on, do I see anything in the trees?
Are you looking again?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, make another perception roll.
I'll get a low roll.
Don't worry, guys. If they're directly above me, I see
Ah!
22.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, you see goblins are just kind of
How many-
stalking you guys.
Question: how many are in a pretty tight group?
None of them are really in a tight group. They're just all kind of scattered.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
All right.
I used Graviton Burst. Now they're in a group. Haha!
Oh my
Can I
goodness.
sneak attack one of them?
They
You'd
are
have to
currently.
sneak up to them
they-
first,
yeah,
but they're
they-
currently stalking you, so they know where you're at.
Yeah, they know where you guys are. You guys are in a clearing,
Oof. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
real
up in the
quick.
trees.
and
back
Alesia's still like training with her blade, not paying attention.
Can I grab another stick and throw it at her too?
Sure.
Yeet!
All right, and she looks at you and she says, "What do you want, fiend?
Point to the trees.
What about the
I look over
trees?
and go, rude?
What about the trees?"
I'm gonna like
I was gonna
put.
talk to her, just say
There
there
you
are
go.
goblins.
Oh,
We're gonna pull out just a normie javelin and yeet it at some
Yeet!
you're gonna eat it at what?
goblin.
All right. Attack.
7.
All right. That hits. You hit that goblin. Roll damage.
1d6 plus 4.
Is it one of your lightning ones?
Yeet! No, it's just a normal one. I've got
Alright.
5 normals part of my
Alright,
equipment.
Yeah, you javelin that goblin to a tree, and then you notice all of the rest of them scatter
They scatter like away or towards us.
away.
I'm just gonna go recover my javelin.
I'm gonna give the Minotaur a thumbs up.
Whenever you go to recover your javelin, the giant rat there is just kind of quivering in fear, just sitting there, looking at you.
Because I'm an oath of ancients, I'm gonna pull out the javelin, I'm gonna give it a pet, I'm gonna pick it up and continue to pet it as I walk away
So you're walking back to the camp.
with the rat. Yes.
Okay, it's about the size of a dog, by the way, like
I'm 8
a
foot
medium
tall.
dog. Yeah. I'm just letting you know. It's not like a tiny rat. All right, and it just kind of stops shaking and quivering and just sits there.
Just sit down with it in my lap, I guess, and just sit there. Continue what I was doing before.
You now have a pet rat. Congratulations.
Can I speak with it?
Can you speak with it?
Yep, I have speak with animals.
I
Sure.
could cast speak with animals if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
And this rat is like cuter than the others. Like it's not, doesn't look vicious. And it actually
I
has
go
fur.
up to it. I go up. I go. Do your,
What?
where do
What?
your masters lie?
Can you actually understand animals? Like what they're
Oh, that-
saying?
If you
Speak with
cast speak with animals, they can. Yep.
Uh,
Wait, hold on. The knowledge and awareness of the beast is limited by their intelligence, but they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters.
From what the rat can tell you, they just follow what the goblins do.
Oh yeah.
We
was
follow what
asking-
masters do.
He was asking if he remember where he lives.
No.
He would remember a location with it. As long as he was there within a day, he would remember.
No.
Hmm. Okay. That's all I care.
He remembered. Says he remembers fire.
Okay, so they just had a camp. All right.
All right.
Well, that's all I have to say. I will be right back.
All right. Lysia walks up to you, Grinlor, and looks at the rat and says, well, "That's quite adorable."
Yes, quite. I
In my
continue to pet it
sleep.
and commune with the flowers.
Just in my sleep, I see you.
Can I grab the rat?
I will smite you.
No, I'm not gonna eat him.
I'm not gonna trust you. You're mute, so you can't explain yourself. So I'm gonna keep you at bay.
Fine, then I'll just pat him on the head. Soft pats.
Soft pat, soft pat, soft pat. Crush the skull. All right.
Just pat.
So now you guys have a goat, a spectral steed, and a rat.
Huh. Well, that's neat.
Gonna pick him up and run.
I just like how the goblin had no idea what he was doing. Just suddenly got yeeted at. His javelin. It's just like
Did you just say you're picking up the rat and running?
Yup.
Oh, I don't allow that.
This is my friend now.
I
Your
don't-
old
You can
ones with
take
death.
it from me first.
Yeah, you might want to.
Oof.
Are
Remember-
you sure you want to go? Because I've got more than your movement speed, and I get bonus actions attack with 2-foot horns, and you've got a giant chest-sized hole I could fit my head in.
I'm just gonna take him and climb up a tree with him.
You have to
Yeet.
probably do a strength contest.
See if you could take the rat from me first
Oof.
Sleight of
Aw.
hand. Sleight of hand.
versus my strength.
Yeet!
Versus
Wait, what do you
strength.
want me to, just a random strength? Just a random strength? Got it.
Yes.
Hell!
All right.
Try an actual strength check by clicking on the strength.
Yeah,
skill
but
to
Taryn,
level.
running away, I get an attack of opportunity. Are you sure you still want to go
I'm
through
just
with this?
climbing up a tree.
Running away, like you're out of my, you trying to get out of my 5-foot radius.
Yeah, you
Just
took the
let me
rat,
have
so you
the
entered
rat,
combat.
okay.
You entered combat. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
Just
Okay. Still taking the fucking rat.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
All
Are you
right.
going to eat the rat?
No.
Am I anywhere near this?
I'm
You're
holding it.
meditating
He's
on
my
a rock.
friend.
I missed,
now.
so I'm just gonna leave you be. If it doesn't look like you're eating it, I'm gonna leave you be.
I'm just holding it. It's my friend now.
The rat
see
kind of
about
is
that.
just shaking
We
as
don't
you're
know if
holding
the rat
it.
likes you. We don't know if the rat likes you or not.
I call up
Because you
to
were-
the rat. Do you need help?
The rat starts gnawing on your hand
I'm ending my meditation.
and eating
I'm going to see what
eating
fuck's
some of
going
your
on.
flesh. By the way,
I'm ending
I'm just gonna
I'm stopping my meditation. I'm going to see what's going on.
I'm just gonna pat it with my hand covered in my bone hand.
it's eating your other hand basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's
I'm going over
probably
to the-
unfazed.
I'm going over to the chair where Tim's is. She's.
I don't even realize it's eating my hand.
I'm asking her character. Does she want to keep on going through with this?
I'm gonna give a thumbs up.
And you guys are just talking and I'm just leaving. I can see your lies.
If she says she wants to keep on going through that, I have a gateless ability I can cast. Get her out of the
Oh.
tree. Pretty quick.
Aw. Just let me have the rest.
This is
I asked you if you sure you want to go through this, and you're saying yeah. So yeah, I'm casting it.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
I'm using Chi Wave.
oh.
What is that?
You create a line of strong. It's basically the equivalent of gust of wind. A line of strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction. Each creature
know what?
that's
Before you do that, I'm just gonna like stand ahead of you and just stop.
Stop.
Just leave it be.
fine. Fine. I'm heading back to the rock.
And I'm in my sleeping bag.
Elysia looks up at you.
I
Looks up
see
at.
the lies that you hold within your.
Oh.
I'm heading back to my rock.
Elysia looks up at Stalker and says, "That poor creature."
Okay. My character screams out, "This is dumb. I'm hitting the tree with my axe."
Aw.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm just gonna see. Can I just grab him before he does that and just sort of hold him out?
I
Just
mean,
pick
that'd
him
be a
up.
grapple.
I mean,
What if he's willing?
I doubt he's willing.
Are you trying to stop me?
yes.
It's a strength against athletics.
Well, you got a nat 20, so I probably won't
Wait, wouldn't it be
succeed.
Wait, wouldn't it be who he was trying to grapple rolls at athletics?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him by like the back of his neck and just hold him away from the tree. No.
No. All right, so it is.
I will bite you
It is dusk
on
now.
hand.
That's why I'm holding him from the back of the head.
What?
You can't bite me.
It is.
And I guess I just get up now since it's been
Yeah.
a while.
It's
I've
turning
had a
dusk.
wonderful sleep, guys. I put on my goggles. It's nighttime, right?
While holding him out, would you like to go scout ahead for us?
Who, me?
Yes,
You're gonna throw me, aren't you?
probably.
I could help with that with the gust of wind ability.
Throw him. Gust of wind.
Exactly.
Well, he's dead.
Like I said, would you like to go scouting?
He goes.
I won't throw you if you don't want to be.
Joke's on you. I grew up with giants. They've thrown me multiple times.
Oh
Again,
boy.
do you want to be thrown is my main question.
Hello, sir. I'll go scouting ahead. I have goggles on.
Usually I would say yes, but I must protect Reginald.
Who's Reginald?
I'm gonna
The
set you
go-go.
down on top of the
Oh.
Reginald
alright.
Sir
screams.
Reginald Wiggles the Third.
Reginald screams every time you say his name. By the way.
Sir
So-
Reginald Wiggles the Third.
Reginald.
Reggie?
Reggie's just
Alright.
like a half scream.
Wiggles.
Eh. You say Reggie, he just goes, eh.
Alright, so don't worry. I'll go scout ahead. I got my goggles on. I just woke up.
All
Let me
right.
just get my
Go
stuff
ahead
on.
and sit atop of my steed. I'm gonna offer a hand to Elysia and see if she wants to ride with as we move.
Elysia hops on. She says, "Thank you."
I'm gonna jump down for the tree, still holding the rat, and follow.
The rat's asleep. By the way,
Yeet.
I thought you said eat.
Oh no.
Just eats the rat.
Grinlord will remember that.
You would,
Good Lord will remember that you're now playing a
Karen.
Telltale game.
Karen, I will pump every spell slot I have into a smite.
Oof.
And I
That
can
is
really
an
needs
extra
to fight?
3d8 for every spell slot.
Who
Since you're
Who needs to
undead.
fight a boss? Who
Wait,
needs to
wait,
fight
who
a
needs to
boss?
Who needs to fight a boss when you have your own party?
God.
Oh.
All right, so you guys are traveling at night now.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Steven-
my
Have my
goggles
British
of
flame
dark
cantrip
vision.
going for some light.
Yeah,
I'm
Steven
wearing
is.
my goggles of night, so
Yeah,
I can see in 60-foot dark vision.
You're scouting ahead of everyone to make sure everything's okay.
Gotcha. Alright, let's see. The branches
already-
look fine.
I was about to say.
Trees look in order.
Yeah, so long as you guys keep me fed, I'm not gonna eat the rat.
And you guys enter like a plain, like a large plain area.
This is the plains biome. Pigs are indigenous to the plains biome.
God. And
I was doing it's a lot of tall rolling grass or what?
yeah,
Got it.
and it the grass is about, I'd say, 4 foot tall.
Oh yeah, I can see above this.
But can the gnome?
You're gonna have to sit on my shoulders.
Well, what about Reginald?
Original
What?
just can't see. We're going
I'm
into a
dri-
plains biome. It's like 4.5 foot of grass. You can't really see over it because you're short.
Hmm.
You could sit on my shoulders, but I'm pretty sure sitting atop of Reggie over there, you should be fine.
Reggie just can't see.
It's
Reggie's
it's
just
okay.
blind.
Reggie, if we just Brain just looks up to the distance and just sees the gnome just rapidly moving along in the grass because Reggie's just trying to run around finding place to see.
No, Reggie
I
just.
used
Pick up. Can I just pick up Reggie and the gnome sitting on it and just carry them on my shoulder and just walk?
Nah, I got this. I use speak with animal. Reginald, lawnmower mode.
Lawnmower mode.
Lawnmower mode.
You know, people actually used to use goats as lawnmowers, right? They would just
They
eat
still
grass
do.
at a certain level.
Yes.
Alright. He just starts eating, but what you don't realize is he can't eat that fast.
He just needs to
Wait.
eat enough to
Could
sit in front of
could
his
I use
face.
some of my chi and give the goat guidance to help with that?
Or you can use a gust of wind to cut through the grass.
I could do that.
Or
Or I could
the
just
gnome can just
use-
guide the goat.
You know, because the gnome can see over the grass sitting
Yeah.
on the goat.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I was going to do. I just wanted
And
to be funny and make him a lawnmower.
Yeah, Reginald is just eating the grass as he goes.
I need to-
He's having a
I really need-
feast. You can see where Reginald has walked.
Attach knives to my horns and I can be a lawnmower.
So basically, all you guys see is the gnome's body just going up and down, walking through the grass. Like, going through the grass. You don't see Reginald.
All right.
And, it's nighttime now, and the sky is clear. And,
Yeah, and I'm just wearing like tactical goggles.
and,
Uh,
in the distance, you can, like, way out, like, miles out, because this land is so flat, you can, you see a blue light.
Snazzy.
guys, I see a blue light.
And,
Stand up on the saddle I have on my steed just so I can get,
that
like...
poor horse!
No, the horse is abnormally strong. Like, you have no idea.
Okay, I was about to say, that poor horse,
Yeah,
you're
but I'm
breaking
standing
its
on the
back.
saddle. Like, we've got, like, they're basically their footholds, like, on the sides of the saddle, so
Yeah.
it's not terrible for its back. But also, it is abnormally strong and smart and shit like that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, like, stand up on it just so I can double my viewing distance over this fucking grass.
Okay.
Just to make sure, like, I'm just gonna stay that way, like, as we move along, so that way, if I can see anything moving along through the grass.
Don't worry, I can see a lot.
But
You mind if I
Elysia,
borrow those goggles so I can see further?
It only provides 60-foot dark vision.
that's
I
all
don't
they do.
think it's.
Alright.
I don't think it stacks.
Elysia looks at you, Bonko, and says, is that in the direction we're supposed to go?
I believe. Let me check them.
And you check
Yep.
the map, and that is, towards where you're supposed to go.
Yep, that's where we're heading.
And you also notice, you should arrive there by, morning.
Alright. We should be there by morning.
Very well. I think I'm going to take a rest. I've spent all my time back there training. And
Alright.
she looks at you, Grinlor, and says, "Do you mind if I rest my head on you?"
Please go ahead. I'll go ahead and sit down. Just like side saddle so my legs are over the side.
All right. And she's kind of sitting like the elegant, like 2 legs on one side.
That's what I did, so
Yeah.
she'd have a better way to put her head.
Oh, yeah, and she just like leans her head on you and sleeps. And you guys travel through the morning or through the night. During the night, uh, a few like foxes and stuff came through the grass, kind of alerted you a bit. Um, a single
Hunt.
bear walked through, but didn't really mess with you.
Must wrestle bear.
You want to
Oh
wrestle?
god.
Oh
you-
my
you-
You're 4
God.
foot tall. Stop.
You're 4 foot tall. Stop.
I am a bear totem barbarian that was raised by giants. I fear no bear.
Yes, but you'll fear what happens when the
You
bear.
feel what happens
kills
when you realize it's too strong for you?
All right.
Because it might be an owl bear. You don't know.
All right.
Get fucked by an owl bear. Just saying.
So are you fighting that bear? Or are you gonna keep going?
If
'Cause
you are, we're gonna continue on as you fight that bear.
Tim's, get off Warframe.
What?
No.
Get off
No.
Warframe.
Why?
Get off Warframe. You're playing D&D.
I'm not.
Steam just told me you started Warframe.
I didn't say I wasn't playing Warframe.
Steam did.
Steam did.
No, I didn't say that I was not playing Warframe.
All right. So are you wrestling the bear or?
No.
Okay. But you notice as the bear walks by, it kind of gives you a nod, like, "Hello," and
Be
it,
friends.
I just feel the gnome rage rising.
all right, and I don't even have to. Who's all looking for stuff? Like, weren't you scouting?
Well, Steven is scouting. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll let
Grinlore.
Steven scout, and honestly, Steven, would you like to lead my horse, please?
All right.
I'm just gonna take a fucking nap.
All right. Who else is actively searching for
Me.
stuff?
I'm keeping an eye behind us and to the sides.
All right. So, anyone who's actively searching, can I get perception?
Yes, I see everything.
Oh boy.
31, even with the nat 20, that's still ridiculous.
All right. All but Solve. You guys see rustling through the grass, like scattered
Which direction?
all around you.
Damn rat.
Just scattered all around you.
Are they?
Me,
Hmm.
with my nat 20 vision.
I'm gonna-
I see everything.
I'm gonna use
You
shield.
see the game
Wait.
taking place.
Oh, yeah.
but no one will believe you.
Steven, you see all around you. What's in the grass are goblins.
Guys, more goblins.
They've come
They're
back
right
for the
there,
rat.
there. I point them all out. They're right there and there. I just
They've come for the rat.
Just
Are you gonna wake either of us up, or can you guys deal with this?
probably deal with this.
You guys got this.
Just muted sigh.
And
well, that
as you,
depends. How many goblins do I see?
a lot.
Wake me up
Are there
if
any-
you-
lot.
Are there any in a small group, 10 feet apart, at most?
There's like two every now and then, but they're moving.
How far are they? Let's see. How far? Like, I need to see like placements before I do my thing.
They are about like out here, like just kind of they're keeping their distance. You can tell.
As long as they keep their distance, we don't have to worry about them.
If they're in the way, sleep.
If I see any,
They
I'm sending
you
a shield
notice
wave in
they
their direction.
aren't as much here, like in front of you. They kind of just run past
Hey,
there.
also- Basically, the ones in front of us, I'm putting to sleep, so they're not in our way.
All
as we're
right.
traveling forward.
They usually try not to get like in front of you. You notice.
Yeah, as long as they're not getting in our
Yeah.
way, let's just keep moving. Though I'm asleep, so you don't have to.
So
take my
are
advice.
you putting them to sleep?
Well, I'm putting the ones that are closest to us asleep,
All right. Once you do that, all of them scatter.
but two of them are asleep, or
Yes.
one of them. Yep. So two of them are asleep. Does anyone want goblin? I'll
Take
leave
their
that up to you
gold.
people.
Take their money.
Go ahead then. I'll just be carrying the people in the horse.
So are you taking the gold?
I mean, you don't have to carry us on the horse. You just have to
Well,
lead the horse
leading.
along.
I'm
Yeah.
not carrying the horse literally. I'm
Are you-
carrying it as
you're
in
taking
direction.
gold,
I'm
Soul?
not that strong.
I
I
want
didn't
to
hear a
take
word you
goblin. I
said.
need it.
Go ahead.
Yeet.
I mean, I just put 2 of them basically to sleep.
Oh, this is
I'm-
fine.
I'm looting them for gold.
Alright, you get about 10 gold off of both of them. There's
I'm gonna
2 of
gen-
them.
Yeah, they're rich.
Gonna gently set my rat in my backpack, and then I'm gonna eat the goblin.
You eat both of them, or just one?
Yes.
Alright. One of them
I'm
wakes
just
up as you're doing that and just starts screaming. It's like, ah! Get it now! Get it off! Get it off!
Well, when it starts yelling, I'm gonna tear his throat out. So. It's like, shut up! You're gonna wake the rat.
Yeah, I just put them. This is why my character has some useful spells in here, just in case, so I don't have to deal with it.
Alright. So, you guys keep traveling and it becomes morning. And you reach this blue lantern, or this blue lamp post, just out in the middle of this field.
The Blue Lantern, my most courageous enemy. No, not really.
Any instructions on the map of what to do or of the quest
Alright,
paper?
it's morning, so I don't need my goggles on.
The quest
question.
sheet, notes for it say, this land is hard to find. None have been able to find it. We know it exists, but it is
Basically,
difficult
we
to
know
find.
it exists. Good luck finding, but good luck finding it.
Yes.
I'm just gonna simply stick a hand on the light pole and stand there and just think about my life.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
There's a lonely blue lamppost
Oh,
just
that's
in the
Well,
middle
I
of
guess-
very,
in the
very
middle of
lonely.
nowhere.
I see.
Shake
so
it.
basically, the zombie ate 2 goblins.
Yep.
Are you the barbarian shaking the lamppost?
Yes.
There's a bell chime from the lantern as you do
Oh
that.
boy.
Like a little bell ching as you shake it.
I think I'd passively look around. You know,
I activated endgame.
You activated end game.
That's what I think.
All of a sudden, Solve, or you see Grimlore and Steven and Bonko start turning to and Reginald. Reginald starts turning to dust.
No.
I'm kidding.
You just no. You just see them turn into Marvel characters. What the fuck? Did it!
Spider goat. Spider goat.
Does whatever a
Does
spider
whatever
goat
a
does.
spider goat does.
Oh goodness. But yeah, that you shake the post and there's a little bell in the lantern.
Hmm.
Ding.
It makes pretty noise.
Can I just take a really hard one? Do one really hard punch into the post?
Sure.
Wow.
Do an attack.
Can I-
Do an attack. Bam, you hit it. Bam, you hit it. Oh,
Roll
do
I'm
damage.
that-
gonna.
Yeah, roll that damage. Boom. You kind of crack the wood.
I'm gonna follow their lead. And I'm gonna punch it too.
Okay. Alright, you hit it. Boom. You crack it some more.
Why are you guys cracking a post?
I don't
Don't
know.
ask questions.
I'm just gonna shrug.
I don't think that's very wise, but alright.
Fuck it. Go all the way. Cut it in half. Oh, that one. Fuck.
You cut off one of Reginald's horns. You go to swing and you like spin and you cut off one of his horns.
Oh.
And he looks up for a minute and then just goes back to eating grass.
Thank God they grow
Just-
back.
Accidentally kills Reginald. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I would quit. I would quit.
I'm going back home, guys.
done.
I'm going back home, guys. Starts walking to the 4-foot grass. Guys, I'm lost. But yeah,
Alright.
and this is
Well,
where the
let's
map
keep it-
says
Patrick, come here.
to go, as well.
Just here?
Yeah.
Well, you already hit the bell and cracked
Are there any?
the post.
What about it? Okay, I doubt it. But could I climb up to look and see if there's any odd mark like
Let
impression
me.
in the grasses? The grass.
Alright, so just let me passively investigate to see if I find anything. That'd be 19 passively.
All right, and what are you doing, Tyler?
I was gonna see if I could get up onto the posts to get a higher view, so I could see if there's any indention in the grass where there might be something that you can't see there.
All right, investigation, and
Alright.
uh,
Investigation for me.
yeah. All right. You see, there are, yes, a few indentions like in the grass that kind of, it's like a line of indention pointing into a direction. It's pointing north, which is the direction you guys have been traveling.
Just because I'm curious, I'm just gonna send a gust of wind in that direction.
All right.
Split the grass, see if it hits anything. The wind hits anything.
The gust of wind kind of cuts through a lot of the grass in a cone, and you hear another chime, and another lamppost suddenly appears, and a violet lamp is on that lamppost.
Follow the
Alright,
lamppost.
I guess.
I guess we'll
Onward,
keep-
Reginald.
I guess we'll keep heading north, or I do the same thing and look from the get up
The
on
next-
that
You don't
lamppost
have
and
to
see.
keep doing gusts of winds. Just keep moving ahead, and we'll just keep moving towards those indentions and slapping them.
Yeah, that's what I was
All
saying.
right.
Just
So
repeating
the next indention leads you northwest for a while, and eventually, as you're walking, Reginald bumps into something, and another lamppost appears. Your gust of wind didn't hit one; it was a bit further, and Reginald bumps
screams.
into it. Yeah, Reginald screams, and this lamppost is a red lamp. And then the next indention leads you in a direction, and each one is the next color of the rainbow. And then the last one, the Green Lantern.
Oh no, that movie's horrible.
Yes, CGI. You are now all horrible CGI.
Ah.
The green one has 2 indentions in the grass.
heading different directions.
Yes. One is northwest, one is northeast.
Time to split the party.
No.
No, you never split the party. I guess I can. Yeah, I'll send a gust of wind at both directions since it doesn't cost me much of anything.
Alright. You hit 2 of the lampposts, and a ring of lampposts appear in front of you guys.
Huh.
And in the center of all of those is a large clear crystal in the center.
I'm gonna touch it.
That looks valuable.
You're gonna touch it, it
I'm
gives
gonna
off
touch
a hum.
Sure. Just start screaming.
Reginald screams in tune.
And as it's humming, Bonko, you're the one touching it, right?
Yep.
You disappear.
Oh.
Where am I?
I do
Where
the
have I
same.
been taken?
We'll get to that in a minute.
I'm gonna touch it.
I'll go ahead and do the same with me and my steed.
All right.
Well, I guess since we're all just going YOLO.
All right, you all touch it, and it hums for a minute, and then you disappear.
Oh.
That's the end
I
of the
look
session.
Reginald.
Up, up in this session.
Yeah,
Well,
Gotcha.
that's all.
you guys died, by the way. No.
Yeet.
You
Who's
guys,
already dead.
you guys are teleported in. You guys disappear, but then reappear in
And then disappear.
a clearing with no grass. Oh, well, it has grass, but it's short grass, but it's a bluish green color.
Hmm.
The lamps are still there, and the crystal is still there.
I look at the grass.
You notice the grass is actually more rubbery feeling than normal grass.
Guys, this isn't normal. By any means.
Reginald will be the judge of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reginald
I have
sniffs
any
the
idea
grass
what to
and
do?
just like, and starts
Would
eating
I
it.
have any idea what happened to it?
Did Reginald just keep eating the grass anyway?
I mean,
Yes.
goats will eat anything.
Goats will eat anything.
Look, out of session here, I've actually had goats. They eat anything.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
joke.
They'll eat tin cans.
Yes, they will.
They eat anything.
Not
It
good
is-
for them, but they will.
Yeah.
That's not stopping them.
So,
I saw a goat bite into a diaper.
so what'd you
Oof.
say, Grinlord? What are you doing?
Being of a forest deuterino, would I have any idea what happened to the grass or like what made it this way?
You actually don't know what's going on here. This is not normal.
This is not normal beyond God.
This is not
Whatever it is, it's
normal.
fucked.
And there is, guys see in the bit of ways there's a pond, but the water seems a bit off.
Inspect the
I'm gonna
water.
put my hand in it.
You're gonna put your hand in it.
I'm gonna put my hand in it.
Before you can, a blue slime tendril comes out of the ground and grabs your hand.
Aww.
Always with the slime.
I'm gonna pat it.
A slime folk man appears and looks at you and says, "Please do not touch our water source. And may I ask who are you, and how did you find this place?"
Let's see.
Lamp.
Map. Short
We were
answer.
following some lamps to a crystal, and we found a crystal, and we touched it for whatever reason.
They just started touching the crystal. I'm like, screw it, I might as well do it too.
Are you? You aren't slime folk, so I assume that you come from the outside world.
I'm gonna nod.
I guess if
By
that's
the
where
by the
everything
way,
comes
the
from.
the only slimes you guys have ever seen are like just blobs. This is the 1st time you have seen sentient, smart slimes that are in the
Gotcha.
form of humanoids.
Yes,
fine.
this is definitely a new thing. Will they backstab us? I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna poke him.
what is? Please do not poke me. I am just slime. What is your reason for being here? Are
We were
you
sent on a
here
mission
with?
to go to. Well, we were sent on a mission to go to a place called Granola. I'm just gonna call it Granola.
It is granola.
It's granola now.
Yes, this is granola.
We did it.
This
did.
this is the Lake Slime village. We hide ourselves away because any who know of us tend to hunt us.
I'm
For
gonna
what?
kind of nod, like, yeah, I know how that goes.
And
Why would?
Hmm?
Why would anyone hunt you, you're not food.
That, and if they needed slime, they could just go hunt some of the normal blob ones.
Well, our slime is more valuable than that of a non-sentient slime.
A common slime.
Does it
Yes,
taste good?
our slime has properties that are valuable to those in the outside world.
I'm just gonna be blunt and ask what kind.
What do you mean? What kind of What
You-
kind of
you mentioned
properties?
you mentioned what kind of properties. What kind
It,
of
it
properties?
depends on the type of slime. The lake variant is very water absorbent, um, and very very strong. All the slime variants are strong materials.
I got a
All
question,
right.
Mr. Slime Guy.
Yes.
Why would you tell us that if we didn't already know? Because now we may want to hunt you. That's not very.
I'm just gonna
It's not-
slap the gnome on the back of the head.
I
Not
assume
polite
that
to hunt people.
I assume that if you aren't here to hunt me, that you if you were here to hunt me, you would have done it already. And uh,
Ignore
a
our
small
barbarian.
small slime girl with a wizard hat comes
Ah!
running up,
Dummy!
and
I have
she
no
she
idea
runs
who this
up
person is.
she runs up to the man and says, Father, who are these people?"
Oh,
Ah!
Dilby!
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Now, Delby, run along.
Aw.
These
Aw.
people are. Father is doing business right now." She says,
Business.
"Oh, okay," and she waves at you guys and runs off.
I'm
Oh,
waiting.
I'm going back.
Yes, indeed.
And the
I
man
saw
says,
them coming. Haha.
Thing is, though, what I'm thinking is that if the quest was to find this place for research, and we realized that they were just gonna hunt these people, as a noble paladin, I would just leave and then just say that we didn't find it.
I agree. There's no point in hunting. It's not for food.
Wait, no, are you noting that to the party or to yourself?
Party.
I'm gonna say, well, if that's the case, then my guess is they're probably following us. Someone will be following us to make sure.
Hmm.
Well, if someone is following to make sure, then why don't we just wait by the crystal, end them, and then leave?
Let's see. Do I see?
"Nothing comes from the crystal."
Mmm.
I'm just gonna kind of point to the slime and then make a shield motion. Like we gotta protect.
Okay.
I do not understand.
She's saying it will keep y'all safe, Delby especially.
Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
We don't know why, but we really feel
We
like
don't know why. But
You really feel like you have to protect this man's child.
we feel like it's important for the plot.
All right, and
I'm Steven. I feel no such obligations to do anything.
you attack the slime, I'm murdering you.
Why
Oh,
would I have no reason to attack willy-nilly. That's how you gain enemies.
You think me
this-
and
this
everything
man-
so far.
this slime
Do we
folk
still have
says,
the rat?
yes. This slime folk, he
what about my
said,
rat?
he's, he says, would you kind people like to join us, for some refreshments?
Food!
Sure. Might as well.
Okay, and he leads you into the village, and this village is really colorful, and all the buildings almost look like they're made out of rubber. And he,
Accidentally chips. Oof. Starts
Bounce.
oh my goodness,
Anyone who falls, that's gonna happen.
and this village is filled with blue slime folk, and a lot of them are just staring at you, kind of like, who are these people? Whoa. And the man says, "My name is Delvin, and I am the chief of this village.
Alright.
We don't get many visitors because we try to keep it that way. Just ignore the looks that you are given. We mean no harm. What would you like? We have anything that you have in the outside world.
You have meat.
Yes, we have meat. What kind of meat would you like?
I don't know.
Would you like venison?
Yes.
I'm just gonna nod at all of the options.
All right, and he leads you guys into like a butchery shop area, and he gestures to the butcher for some meat. He brings out 2 large slabs of venison. This should feed all of you.
I'm just gonna take one and eat it.
Before you can just steal it, I'm just going to go ahead and
Aww.
yeah. I just would you like to be repaid for this, or is this a gift?
This is a gift for not acting
Murdering
hostile
us.
towards us immediately.
Thank you. And I'll just go ahead and use just the large knife and just split them up.
Aw.
So, where do you all come from?
I was raised by
What town are you
giants.
called?
The land of insert a land here.
Well, you guys, this is still the land of Altas. The guild hall, it's just known as the guild hall. It's the only one in the land.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Yeah,
shrug.
My character thinks he means like as a personally where you came from, so he's just like, I was raised by giants.
Oh, okay. If you would follow me, I will take you to my home, and I will prepare that venison for you all. And he leads you to his home, and inside you see small little Delby just
Aww.
I've already put a reaction to what I want to do
what
in the general,
in general.
in RPG general. In,
Oh my goodness. Delby, she's just reading a book in the corner, and this Delvin, he starts preparing these meats, and
I'm just gonna eat my piece.
he looks at you and says, "Are you sure you don't want that cooked? I hear that humans tend to well,
She's
And
not
I just,
quite.
and I just
She-
cut
she's
her.
not-
I
she's
just-
not
She's
humans,
she's not
outsiders."
humans.
I just cut her off. She likes most things raw. Pretty much
Oh.
everything.
Very well.
Extra raw.
Extra.
Don't worry. She's ate pretty much everything I've seen.
Yeah,
Raw.
yeah. A strange lady friend likes raw food and only meat.
So,
Oh well.
Soccer needs to have an eating contest with the goat.
oh my goodness.
Who's having an eating contest with the goat?
Soccer.
Huh?
So, do you have any stories to tell? Anything you want to know about our village?
Sure. If a man trips here and bounces off the buildings, how long does it take for them to stop?
The buildings are a solid. Things do not bounce off of them like that.
That is,
Alright, I just wondered.
that is a good question, though. Why is everything like the grass and stuff kind of rubbery?
It is due to, slimes living here. Things around us tend to change whenever there is an abundance of us.
in the back of my mind, still, I just see one person bouncing between two buildings. Yeah.
Like, does your physicality like make things rubbery over time?
I
guess.
guess you could say that. It is quite a complicated process. It takes years for it to take into effect.
If
Mm-hmm.
And
Go grab some stuff real fast. Stop it back.
aw, dang it.
Alright.
He's gonna what?
Braden went to go grab some stuff.
Oh.
I was going to do something with his character, but I gotta wait now.
Oh. Oof.
are you guys like normal slimes from outside where it's like
We
split
are
apart?
slime folk. Normal slimes, or we evolved from normal slimes.
Oh.
Normal slimes still duplicate, but we are more intelligent and more aware of our surroundings than normal slimes. We
Indeed.
we are usually quite passive as well.
Do you bud?
But
What?
Question: how tall are their ceilings, or am I just stooping this entire time?
you're kind of stooping.
Okay.
Is he completely confused by the term bud?
Yes.
It's when one creature has children by splitting itself into something else.
Oh, so you, we we populate. I we the
And
see.
You don't need to explain
um,
how these things go in depth. It's off of context,
Yes.
and we don't need to know.
Yes.
it's best if you don't ask
It is
that.
best if you do not know. Like, I know as a DM, it's just him. He's kind of like
The wild man is not
Don't
afraid
explain how
of
we fuck,
primal
Trying
please.
to
questions.
dodge it.
and Delby. She. By the way, Delby is like 3 foot tall right now,
Aw.
and
She's only 4 inches shorter than me.
she walks over to you, Grinlor, and kind of tugs at your cloak.
Aw.
Well, hello.
Why are you so big? And you're fluffy.
And you're fluffy.
My race is all it is. I'm just quite large, mostly animalistic.
How
I
big
like
are
sort of
you?
I like get down onto my knee, like to where I'm basically squatting. Sorry, she was saying.
How big are you?
Uh, without my horns, 8 feet tall. Oh, 8.5 actually.
Is that tall?
That's all.
Extremely.
And
I want to be that tall.
can I get that tall, Father? And Delvin says, I do not think you will become that tall, Delby, but you will grow taller. Yes.
I'm
Not
going
as
to
tall as
die
this
of
man.
adorableness.
Me too.
What?
I'm gonna die of adorableness.
Me too.
Same.
And I am Steven.
And Delvin says, don't mind Delby. She's quite the curious one.
She's gonna give her full-on head pats. Don't worry,
I
it's
was
fine.
And she looks at you and says, do you like my hat?
I think it is beautiful.
I'm
Aw.
dying.
And she says, thank you.
Aw.
Dying.
My father found it for me.
Dying.
And by the way, this hat is like a bit too big for her.
Aw.
So it kind of every now and then
course
kind
it
of goes
is.
over her face and she moves it back up.
Aw.
Dying.
And she says, do you want to go read a book with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, of course I do.
And she like grabs your like pinky and like kind of
Aw.
walks you over to a bookshelf and opens a book and starts reading.
Alright.
So cute.
And
Like if she ever slows down, I'm just gonna help her pronounce words and such. Just of course I am.
and
Aw.
and Elysia says, "So we were sent here by the guild hall to conduct research. Is there anything that we can learn about this place? That you know, customs, traditions?" And Delvin, he says, "We, from what we know about the outside world, we live a normal life just like all of you. Um, besides that, uh, we stay outside of your lands to protect ourselves.
Do you have a leader?
I am the leader of this town.
Ah,
Yes.
It's a good thing we weren't murder hobos, because if we were, the second
Oh.
we saw Delby, we would have realized her actions and just been like, no.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
I
we killed-
I would have actually turned or walked through back out.
yeah, we all would have
Just
just left. We're done.
I don't think
no, you guys would
Delby
have been. You guys would have been like, "All right, we quit. We're done with this one shot."
I think if we ended up killing Delby's father, I don't think Delby would be in our party.
No,
As-
this
No,
is
is that
Kinda
this is a
she
few
is.
decades before
I know,
current
but the
time.
thing is, though, is that depending on when she's captured and how long she's been captured, if we do stuff now, that means there's a chance we could prevent that, which then ruins her from getting captured, which also removes her from the party. Double whammy.
Delby
But-
I refuse to have Delby removed from the party.
But the thing is, unless we kill her, anything we do now, since before the other game, technically would have already happened. So whatever we do now is what happened. So if we do anything, it's what caused her to become part of our party.
I stare at everything.
I'm sticking with this man's logic as Delby.
Okay, stick with that. Let's not worry about it, and we'll leave this place alone.
As you guys are just sitting there talking, Delvin finishes up the meats, hands them to you each. He also prepared a few vegetables, and he says, I hope you enjoy."
Being mostly cow, vegetables come first.
Vegetables come first. Venison offends me.
I just eat my meal.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
hey, Minotaur. Can I trade you my vegetables for your meat?
Swap.
Swap.
And Delby like reaches for one of your vegetables, and Delvin says, "Now, Delby, don't go stealing other people's food."
Giving her a vegetable.
And she says, "Oh,
Aw.
I'm giving her a vegetable.
okay." You give her like
I'm
a
just
pea.
a-
You give her like a
Well,
pea
I'm just
pod,
acting-
and
I'm just
she
acting. She can take what
eats
she
it.
likes from him.
She just takes like one pea pod and eats it.
Aw.
I'm giving her head pats.
Like she sticks it in her mouth, and you can see it just sitting there in her mouth, like being dissolved.
Aw.
Giving her head pats still.
And I just eat my meal.
And you guys all of a sudden hear like horns, like war horns in the distance. And
Is that a bad sound?
Delvin quickly looks out and like worried.
Well, of course, I look.
And then he looks at
No.
all of you and says, "Is this your doing?"
Not that I
I
know
shake
of.
my head
No,
no.
but whatever it is, it's going to be stopped, and I'm going to immediately start getting out of this house.
I'm working. I'm taking.
And being a
walking my route now.
Minotaur, I'm dashing and moving 80 fucking feet at whatever the fuck is gonna be coming in here.
Oof.
It's getting out.
You walk
I-
out, and there are goblins on the streets. riding
minor-
like an army of goblins.
You know what? I'm just
I
gonna
look-
start sprinting, and I'm gonna get as many impaled on my horns as I can.
Oh, I'm gonna run up to one and eat it. Just straight up.
And before you just leave the room, here, inspire yourself.
Yeet.
Kill as many as you need.
I look at the slime mare and I go, I promised you this wasn't us, and in good faith, here, watch my son. His name is Reginald.
Reginald screams. Brayden, can you please do Reginald scream every time Reginald is said in game?
Oh
Like-
God!
In game. In game. Like if someone says his name in game, not out of character.
Got it.
Alright, so do I see their leader with my good eyesight by just walking out?
No, you do not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There's a lot of fucking goblins.
How many people can I impale on my horns?
By the way, he's inspired as well, so roll a d8.
Roll damage real
add
quick.
on.
Also, Elysia walked out. All of you are just walking out onto the streets.
Yeah, I'm picking up the closest one and I'm grabbing it and eating it.
I'm moving the goat and the rat.
That's just my horns, just for like. Do you want to roll just to see how many I would hit, or what?
That damage roll, you impale about 7.
Yeet.
They're just sitting stacked atop my horns.
And all can you
being
roll
being
intimidation real
dredged.
quick?
Wait, oh yeah. Add the d8 to that intimidation.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright.
Can I have advantage since there's literally 7 of them stacked
Yes.
on my head?
Yes.
Plus 8 more.
Yeet.
Alright.
So 31.
Go get him.
Alright, so yeah, you impale these things and then you just roar. And all these goblins are just like
Would I be near any of the ones he intimidated?
you intimidated about 10 of them. So the
I'm gonna
next
grab one
10
of the ones
goblins that you
intimidating.
fight.
I'm grabbing one of the ones he intimidated and telling him where's the leader. Or asking him where's the leader.
I don't know! He went off on his own! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm gonna keep on intimidating, grabbing the others until one of them gives me better information.
They all are
I'm
just
just-
like, we don't know! We don't know!
I'm just gonna do a throat slit motion towards the whoever's
I'm
grabbing one of
going-
the goblins.
I'm going to take one, and for a singular minute, I'm going to make them fear slimes.
Oh!
Oh. And he sees one of the slime folks and he's like, oh god! Oh god!
I made him fear slimes for a literal hour.
Oh goodness.
So he basically is running away.
Everything is slime, though.
Exactly.
Well, no. Not everything
well,
is
a lot
slime.
of stuff. I made him fear
Slime folk.
basically slime folk, basically. So he's going to be in terror because I spoke with him for a minute
Oh no.
alone.
Oh.
So
Alright.
yeah, I made him fear the slimes.
Alright, can I
I'm
get
going through this. I'm going through the city looking for the leader,
can we get
Okay,
initiative?
bye.
or the town, city, whatever it is.
Oh, reroll initiative.
Yes.
I'm going to guard the mayor's door.
You are?
All right, I'm pretty slow
Alright.
today, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
wonder
you roll
what
initiative.
armor their boss will be wearing.
I don't think it matters. I'm not gonna let him live.
Oh.
No, it does matter.
It does
For the
not matter.
fact-
You-
Put like
Wrong.
one goblin on the field so I can do his initiative.
Quick question before if I do find the leader, can a bonus action be taken before the action? The action.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
Has everyone
I can
rolled
do the thing
theirs?
I can
Yeah.
actually pull the thing I wanted.
Alright.
I'm pretty slow today.
So first in the order is the
I'm fast as
goblins.
fuck, boy.
And we're gonna keep this goblin here for initiative.
Gotcha.
And then do 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 do.
Well, move the goblin you're using for initiative out of the way.
It is.
He did.
Alright.
It's over
So
with
we're by-
Reginald.
I heard Braden breathe.
Because I
Um,
know exactly what I'm doing.
Hey, should I move my character since I said I was guarding the door?
Sure.
Where's the door?
Probably over here towards Reginald.
Oof.
All right, and we're gonna say about 3 of them here. All right, you. All right.
Get
So
to that
for
precious little girl, you'll have to break me.
we're gonna move these here because they're archers. All right. So uh, first in the order is the goblins. And we're gonna mark these as archers real quick. And the archers are gonna shoot at the monk.
That is a bad idea.
It's a very
That
bad
is
idea.
a bad idea.
That's
I
a
for-
very bad idea.
Are they both shooting the monk?
No, just one of them.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oof.
Shit.
Shit.
Dude, catch it.
I'm catching it.
8.
Well, he has to roll his thing now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Even if I roll a nat 1 on the d10 for it, I'll still get it because of my modifiers.
Oh.
I'm guaranteed to reduce the 8 to 0. So I catch it.
All right.
Just
You're gonna take 3 damage since it was a nat 20 though, like to your hand.
That's fair.
Well, roll it out to see how much damage it does.
Yeah. I took
Roll
the
it out.
I took the extra damage from the nat 20.
So roll how much I'm reducing it by. Or,
Yeah, since
You reduce it?
it makes. Yeah, it
basically,
reduces
what a
damage.
monk can do is you can use your reaction to reduce the damage of a projectile. If the damage is reduced to 0, you catch it and take no damage.
And you can choose.
Oh,
these
I thought he
and-
actually just caught it and took no damage.
No,
Okay.
no, that's an actual monk ability.
Okay. Well, it deals 8 damage. Roll to
That's
reduce.
why we.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Roll
it's
to see if
a
you can catch it. Yeah, just
1d10
roll,
plus
Tyler.
dex. Fine.
Just do your roll.
Yeah, that's why we all said that was a bad idea.
That's why it's a bad idea is to shoot monks.
I mean, goblins don't know that. So,
Yeah.
But we do.
yep.
Yeah.
You take no damage.
It's just
Obviously.
even with that crack shot, it's just like fuck you, goblin.
That shot, you notice, like you grabbed it, and that shot is like aimed right at your eye.
No, I just imagine he's staring at the goblin and he just catches it like an inch from his face.
All right.
It's basically like Loki in that Marvel scene without the explosive.
Oh yeah. All right. Next,
Can
the
you throw it back as part of that reaction as well?
Actually, I'm saving my key points for the leader.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can choose to spend a key point to throw it back,
next,
and it's treated as a monk.
they're
weapon.
gonna shoot at the Minotaur. Oh my goodness!
They have disadvantage.
They're not 20 again.
Why do you think I said, "Oh my goodness"?
Wow, these archers are. Oof.
Even if they had 20, they still have disadvantage, so they gotta roll again.
So they got a nat 20.
Like,
It
oh,
rolls
and that's
twice to check for advantage. It got nat 20 both freaking times.
Oh.
Oh, I got a double nat 20.
These archers, though.
Right?
It's not gonna do enough damage to really matter.
All right, 11 damage.
Fuck that.
All right,
I
next.
just get hit and you see the red flare in my eyes. You fucked up.
All right,
I
so
just
they're
take
gonna.
it and it's just like sort of lodged in the thick of my neck. Just grab it, pull it out. So motherfucker.
So, 2 of them are gonna attack the Minotaur with scimitars. That doesn't hit.
Got it.
That
They
doesn't
don't
hit.
have disadvantage for this since I got hit.
Well, I'm pretty sure a 10 and a 6 don't hit.
They
One's
don't.
gonna hit Elysia.
I just imagine they hit me, but just the thick of my armor and the thick of my hide is just like, no, fuck you.
Alright.
What's your AC, Braden? What's your AC?
Oh,
Reese.
21.
they hit
Okay.
Elysia. Next one's gonna hit Steven. 22.
Yeah.
7 slashing.
Oh, he's not gonna like that.
And then next one's at Stalker.
Oh
22.
boy. Oh, oof. Yeah.
5 slashing.
Oof.
Alright, next in the order. Banco the Bongo.
I only take 3 because I got reduction 2 to slashing and piercing.
Alright.
Yeet.
Okay. I'm just gonna say the simple words. Party, cover your ears, and I'm gonna do another chi. I'm doing another chi blast. I'm doing a chi blast.
Clap my
Alright.
hands over my ears.
Yeah, basically I do that. Because I remember what happened last time.
Do you still make rolls, or rolls with advantage, or what?
Rolls with advantage.
Yeah.
If I warned you, then you have advantage on it. So make it 15.
15.
22.
You got it. Oh, you had to beat a 15.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Brayden takes the
Oof.
damage. Stalker takes the damage.
I don't take
Holy-
the damage. I'm good.
Elysia does not take the damage.
Now what about the goblins?
The goblins?
All of them.
We're just gonna roll
It's-
one for the goblins.
It's 100 feet. It has all of them.
Hey,
Just hang on.
what if I told you that they rolled nat ones?
Obvious.
Oof.
Well, in that case, let me see what it says for now. Let's see.
Basically, roll the normal damage and then probably double it.
Yeah.
But
No,
That's
you
it.
need the saving throw, so it doesn't
Oh.
do any extra damage if they nat 1.
Alright, I
Unless you
forgot.
want it to.
I forgot
Unless-
that the goblins near the barbarian were supposed to attack. Oops.
We're what?
Goblins near the barbarian. We'll do that in a minute.
Oh.
It doesn't say anything specific about nat warning, so I guess they
It's
just
DM
If
rolling.
it's a saving, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a DM ruling if they take
Mhm.
more damage. But
If they
nat
take
1s
increase.
normally don't do more damage.
Just go ahead and
standard damage.
yeah.
That works.
They now have disadvantage on their attacks because they're kind of dazed from that ears ringing. Basically, if like there's a flashbang, they're kind of just oh
The-
whoa.
Now
Oh.
they've got to roll 3 dice to see if
Oh
they can hit
wait, that
me.
was 10 damage.
Yeah.
Oof.
They just die.
Everyone's gone.
You killed all of them. You burst their eardrums, and they just all fall on the floor.
Ears
Yes.
bleeding.
It's just clap. Everybody clap your hands. They're all dead.
Don't
just
tell
the
that to
first clap.
Don't tell that to Bonko.
Oh god. I'm just gonna. I'm
It
just
doesn't
gonna.
cost me anything. I could actually do that if I chose to.
I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna give a double thumbs down to the monk. Because ow.
fuck you,
Barbarian,
you
you
piece of
hear you hear glass shattering from inside the home.
Oh no.
I turn around and swing open the
Reginald!
door.
Let's the end of that encounter. Let's the end of that encounter really quick.
And I rush in.
All right.
I'm following.
Inside is Delvin, and he is fighting off 2 goblins.
I'm rushing the goblin.
All right, and also Delby is kind of like crying in a corner.
Aw. I'm gonna go comfort Delby.
I'm raging and rushing the goblin.
I'm gonna go
Alright.
comfort Delby.
Attack.
I'm gonna go help comfort Delphi because I don't know how
Pat,
Delphi will
pat.
handle having zombies.
Pat, pat.
Cry
Alright.
ladder.
That hits. Roll damage.
Plus-
All right, you
plus
killed
two.
that
2
goblin.
attacks on your turn, so you can attack another time.
What'd you say?
You can
You have 2
attack.
attacks on your
Yeah,
turn.
you can attack twice.
Yes, I know. I didn't hear what you said. Like the DM.
Oh, there's 2 goblins in the room, but you just killed one.
All right. Good. I'm attacking the other goblin.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That hits.
Oh.
Oh wait, no,
oh,
no, no,
good.
no. I was looking at the 19.
Wait, hold
That
on.
does
He's
not hit.
facing away, so would he have advantage? Since the goblin's distracted.
No, the goblins can see him come barging in.
Okay.
Plus, he just killed the goblin's friend right
I'm
next
going
to him.
Must have been the wind.
All right.
I'm
So
going to
that
scream at him.
scream. All right.
Still does not work.
No, make Reginald do the check.
I don't have a stat block for Reginald.
You want him to
Don't
roll
worry,
intimidation?
Don't worry, that's Reginald.
Wait, no. I actually have the character sheet up.
Oh my god.
But it's a charisma check, basically, right?
yeah.
Yes.
You want to know Reginald's charisma modifier?
Oh god.
What is this?
-3.
Do the roll anyways. Once
I'm
and
doing it. Oh my god!
He nat 20.
Did he?
The goat nat 20.
Did he?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
This
Reginald nat
goblin
20.
runs out and he says, "I'm afraid of goats."
Get him, Reginald!
No, he says, I am now afraid of goats!
No, he has a phobia of goats apparently, and he runs.
Oh yeah. Joking. That's so funny.
I'm gonna piss myself.
Oh.
Reginald today.
This is what happens when you have animal companions.
Oh god.
That's for fun too.
This all happened because Ivari was just like, no, write a goat.
Yeet.
Oh, oh goodness. So yes, Reginald screams, and that goblin runs in fear. And Delvin looks back at you guys and says, "Thank you for your goat."
Thanks, Reginald.
Oh, I couldn't even see that coming.
There needs to be a statue of the goat in the actual campaign.
This is gonna go down as the best video in our stream lineup.
Just because of the fucking goat intimidation nat 20.
Oh Lord.
It's a bit more serious, but this is just.
Oh.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting Reginald battle armor at some point.
We're gonna take a break real quick since we're all laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Alright.
I keep calming down, but then every time Ivari screams, I lose it again.
That's Braden's.
That's
That's me.
that's
Oh
brave
god,
theory.
not the with Ivari.
Alright, guys, it's time for a lunch break because the
No.
goat screamed so loud that it's lunchtime.
I'm just wondering. I'm just gonna, pull these goblins off of my horns before Delby sees me.
Oh.
Alright, so I guess we're taking a how many minute break?
Yes.
Alright, I guess that's a 10-minute break.
He's already gone, so I mean.
Gotcha, we'll take a 10-minute break.
Yeet.
Oh
You okay
god.
over there, Ame?
I'm dying. Are these fucking slimes gonna make a statue for the goat?
I wish.
I hope Delby tells a story to the main characters of a goat one day.
Oh
yes.
my god.
Of the legendary goat.
Like, watch, we're gonna find out next session how she really likes goats and no one's just ever asked her about it or it's never come up and she's like, yeah, I really like goats. I was saved by a goat once.
I can never remember what his name was though.
And then she's like, I think it was Reginald, and then just random scream.
Oh my goodness.
Ethereal scream. Ame,
Did you
she says that, and you just hear an ethereal scream because now she's followed by a spirit goat.
I don't even want to know what you're talking about. I'll be right back. I went and got a
I'm gonna
snack.
grab some food, and when you get back, let Ame explain it.
Okay.
Good. I did walk.
Okay, please explain what spectral goat is. Who all is here?
Basically, what was explained is we were they were saying at some point Dobby's just gonna mention she just has a intense like for goats and she's never explained why and she thinks she remembers the goat's name was Reginald and then just hears an ethereal goat scream.
Oh, Dobie.
Mm-hmm. in the actual campaign. I have a good summary of Reginald in that moment. Hang on a minute, let me find it. Yes.
I gotta look this up now. I gotta pause this real quick.
Oh, is everyone ready?
A lot of people are gone.
Ah, I didn't just say it. I just said 10-minute break.
Look in memes.
I just look in general, and I just imagine. Ah!
Look at memes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that because that's gonna hurt my ears. Welcome back to the knife show. This is a one shot. Yes. As you see, you put the knife in. Oh no! I ruined the entire campaign. And that is how you break the story. So many original.
Re.
Hurry.
Dang it. Oh no.
What?
I Control-T'd because I exited out of the window that had my Roll20 on it.
Good job.
Which means I almost ear raped everyone who is watching this in the future. Almost.
What?
Look in memes. It's true.
It is true. We're gonna find out later that her name's Dobby, right? That's how it's pronounced.
Delby.
W.
Delby?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Delby.
Okay, Delby. We're gonna find out later that Delby really likes goats, and we just never asked her. And then she's gonna tell us, "Yeah, I was saved by a goat once," and then we'll just hear an ethereal scream as she is now followed by the spirit of Reginald.
Oh my goodness. Who's dying?
Me?
Don't do that.
Okay.
I just said, what did I just said don't do that.
Don't do what?
Die.
Don't die. It's not good for your health, man.
Hello.
I have a good. The leader will not last long. If once on my. If it's a okay. Basic summary: if I get a second turn and the leader's still alive, he's dead. Good summary. And you'll see why. When I
Oh
find
yeah.
him.
Is everyone here?
No, waiting on Braden.
I thought he just got back.
No.
Oh.
He's upstairs.
Oh.
Probably came back for a second, but he went back upstairs.
Rawr.
I just noticed an extra bit at the 6th gate. That's really powerful.
What is? Your
Instead
face?
of moving, no. Basically, okay, what a chi step is this version is what it determines, but it's basically that you're casting you spend 1 key point to cast Misty Step to teleport. Well, at the 6th gate, instead of moving, you instead always use Misty Step without spending chi points, and its range is equal to your movement speed.
I don't know when the leader will appear though.
And you can continue to use Misty Step as a bonus action without spending chi points. So I can teleport 40 feet, attack someone, and then teleport 30 feet away.
All I know is I'm not scared of
But
no
I
goblin leader.
But
I got
that's the 6th gate. That puts me at 6th level exhaustion once it ends. Or, in my case, faint.
I'm not afraid of no goblin leader. I got
I ain't scared of you. You can't scare me. You guys know that vine?
I'll
So
fix
No.
Reginald.
Where's the little girl going? You can't kill me. Goodness. We were dying.
Yeah.
I think Braden's still there.
Scream at Braden to get back. Get Brenda back here.
He's upstairs.
Scream like Reginald with a nat 20.
Nah. My mom's asleep, so.
But is she scared of goats?
No, but she's asleep.
Reginald's scream of a nat 20 can put things to sleep, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Reginald's scream at a nat 20 has the power to do anything.
Oh
It's like
no,
wild
Reginald
magic.
become Chuck Norris.
It's like wild magic up in that scream.
Gonna find a way to give Reginald wild magic. I'm gonna find some magic source and throw him into
If
it.
I ever do use this character subclass in an actual campaign, I think I'm gonna spit a rule for you, Dawson, that I'm not allowed to use vitality potions just for the sake of I have to deal with the huge downside.
Aight.
Because vitality potions completely actually, hang on. Do they completely remove exhaustion? I'm pretty sure they do. Nope. That's
Let me just
Vitality.
enhance this.
I feel like I've
Yeah.
come full.
yeah. Potions of vitality remove all exhaustion, so that would immediately put me from having the huge debuff of. I still have to take a rest because I need to heal 1 exhaustion to get out of the chi coma. But after that, I can just chug a vitality potion. I'm suddenly going from 5th level to nothing.
Guys, I gotta tell you that Reginald has come full circle. Because my very first D&D game I ever played, we found goblins and we infiltrated their hide, and they had stolen a bunch of money and farm animals, and there was a goat, and I took him and named him Reginald.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Reginald has gotten revenge on the goblins!
Oh dear jeez.
So that's where Reginald came from.
Reginald dies. Ethereal screams from beyond the grave. Why can I still hear that?
If Reginald dies, it's canon that the Whispers guy is never gonna stop hearing.
Wait, wait. Just rolls nat 20 for intimidation on Iavari's demon. You just hear Reginald scream, and it's like, what the fuck? Where's the demon? I just said a 10-minute, not a 20-minute.
He's
You
just
know.
making a sandwich.
Apparently, he's
Brian!
making a
That bitch is taking
gourmet
a long
sandwich
time.
over there.
Alexa, announce, Brayden, get down here already. You're just making a sandwich.
I forgot Alexa can do that.
Me, the DM. The players teaming
He's here.
up with the BBG, forcing me to write a new campaign. So the players team up with the big bad evil guy of the campaign. Wild magic surge. Everyone's hair in a 1-mile radius instantly retracts into their owner's bodies. They grow back 10 times longer after an hour.
Cool. I get an even longer beard.
There we
Oof.
go. I was AFK.
I know.
Yeah.
Alexa.
Ahmed, you explain what happened with Reggie?
I did.
Goodness.
Oh, I also told everyone that I realized that Reginald had come full circle because the first D&D game I ever played, we invaded a goblin camp and they had stolen a bunch of farm animals, and I took a goat and named him Reginald. Reginald has gotten his revenge on the goblins.
All right, so are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we got that out of our systems.
So are all of you in Delvin's house?
Yeah.
I guess for now.
Yeah, after I, clean myself up from the murderous rampage.
All right.
I'm comforting Delby.
Delby's
I would-
honestly kind of just scared of you
Aw.
right now.
I would imagine I would be the one with Delby at this point, not you, Taryn.
I tried.
I'm comforting Reginald.
Good job, Reginald.
Reginald is like, yeah.
Reginald's just trying to eat like
The
Everything.
floor.
he's trying to eat the support beams in the house.
Reginald, don't eat that. No, Reginald, don't eat Delby's cat either.
No, so Delvin he says, "Thank you for the assistance. I think I can protect myself from here. If you all can just take care of the goblins out there. I must
Oh, we did.
protect my
We did.
child."
I did. Or I
There
did.
there was an army of goblins. That wasn't the only goblins.
Let's
They're
go,
still
dude.
rampaging the city.
Wait, then I would have imagined that instead of stopping and taking the goblins off my head, I would have just kept fighting. They're still on me, and I'm dripping blood. Let's go.
Alright, so you didn't go inside.
No.
Alright.
Well,
Okay, I'm heading back outside. Reginald, you must protect the child.
Meh. Oh wait, no, Brayden.
I'm done.
You gotta do the scream.
I'm done. You can delegate someone else.
there you go.
No, Brayden's gotta do it. Brayden is the Reginald now. Ah, no, not Tim's. That's too high pitched and loud.
Yeah.
I've got food, my dude.
Ah,
So does Reginald.
okay, fine. I'll do my goat impression.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, you guys leave Reginald with Delby and Delvin?
Yep.
Alright. And you
I'm
I'm still
guys...
charging around adding goblins to the pile.
I'm still roaming, looking for the leader.
Alright, so as you guys are fighting these goblins, you notice that they all have, like, kind of exoskeleton things on their like exoskeleton gloves on their hands, and they are grabbing the slimes. And whenever they grab the slimes freeze up.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Every time I see a goblin grab something, I'm going to charge him. I'm going to impale him on my horns, and I'm going to move on.
There are so many of them that a few of them get like chunks of slime from some people and run off.
I can run faster than they can.
There's
give a shit.
there are so many of them though.
I can
So
help
some
with
of
that.
them are getting away.
I'm yeeting javelins at the stragglers.
Oh, they're getting away. How
I'm
about you just sleep?
All right.
Yeah, the ones that are trying to get away.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
go-
they're gonna be knocked unconscious.
I'm gonna run back towards the crystal.
All right. You see
I'm
that
ready.
goblins are just pouring out of the circle that the crystal is in,
Hmm.
and some are coming back in with like chunks of slime, like to leave.
You know, I'm going to run to the
I'm-
crystal too. I'm going to stand there. I'm going to roar at the goblins trying to come in. And it's like, no, fuck you. Leave.
Oh, so you're going through it?
No.
Oh,
I'm going to go and stand at
Oh,
the edge
okay.
so they can't run out with the slime.
all right.
Got it.
And a lot of them start attacking you.
That's
so
fine. Let's go.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm attacking the crystal.
you're attacking the crystal.
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna be trapped in the slime dimension, but that.
It'd be a pretty neat way to end it.
All right. Are
That's it.
you really attacking this crystal? All right. All right. You hit it.
Oh!
Here's the plan. I'm going to
You
grab
hit
my
it.
maul and do the same. Grab my hammer and do the same.
All right.
And I'm just
All of
going
you
to brace
who
for
roll more than a
impact.
10, you hit it.
Oh, dude.
I need to roll again. Wait. I get 2 attacks per turn.
Okay, you guys destroy it.
Oh!
I don't even have to. You guys destroy it, and you guys all get knocked back by a explosion of just energy coming from this crystal.
Wow.
And all the goblins look, and they're just like, "Oh crap!"
I basically
Let's start
cracked.
You're not
in
going
the
anywhere
house.
anymore, fuckers.
How many can I find that are clumped together in a 120-foot line?
Oh god!
There's a lot of them running away from the village now.
If they're running away, then I'm gonna yeet a fucking lightning javelin at
Oh!
the biggest group that I can.
All right, you do that.
All of them need to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm just gonna say you hit them.
Then let's just roll. 4d6.
Yeet.
All right, 22 damage to all of
And
them.
who is? Look, does there happen to be a goblin at the very end of that 120 feet?
Like, what do you mean?
Probably.
Like that didn't get hit by the lightning, but still is in like the end of the path.
Yeah, we'll say there's one. Why?
Oh boy.
He gets hit by the javelin itself.
you see him like, oh, I dodged it. And he's
And
dead.
then I'm taking the second one that I bought, and I'm gonna find another group.
Oh
Alright.
god.
You do the same thing. And all the goblins are starting to clear out. And
Oh boy.
oh, is that the damage for it?
For the second one, and then the
Okay.
very last one, and the very last thing to get hit.
All right. So
And then I'm gonna start charging around because I'm running faster than these goblins can, and we're gonna clean house.
all right. So
I'm still looking for the leader.
so all of you
I'm
guys
pretty
are
sure
just
the
kinda-
leader's outside the crystal.
you guys are all fighting off the goblins still. And
And Reginald is screaming all the
Yeah.
time.
and you guys clear out all the goblins, and then whenever you guys look back at the town, there's a lot of injured slime folk. Like a lot of them kind of just not looking too great.
I come down there. All right, pass these around. I have 2 greater healing potions. Share
Healing
these with each
potions
other.
do nothing to slime folk. Like they
They
all
don't?
are like that won't do anything to us.
I'm gonna start casting Cure Wounds and using my Lay on Hands on them.
Does nothing to them.
Lay on Hands should.
Nope.
If
How
it's a
do
living
fake
thing, it can
slime
get
people-
healed.
Slimes aren't healed by normal means.
Yeah, shit.
I just walk up to one. How heal you? How do?
How heal?
Yes.
The only way to heal us is to have more slime, and
Where get more?
we can regenerate. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start.
good.
I'm gonna grab one of those gauntlets the fucking goblins are using. I'm gonna start grabbing slime that they took and just start redistributing it.
Oh, all right.
Some
Well,
slime.
you successfully trapped us in here, but oh well, that's not the worst fate I've fared you.
All right.
I'm just gonna slowly climb up Brayden and just start nomming on those goblins he has on his horns.
I imagine like Grudge climb onto him, and then just
Just sit on his shoulders.
Girl, you a different kind of freaky.
Yes, highly unusual
Ugh.
type of thing.
Yeah, for my
Alright.
zombie, I'm always hungry. I'll eat anything.
I'm just gonna toss you off and then throw the pile of bodies onto you.
Yeet!
I'm gonna
the
go
rat
back to
comes
the mayor.
scurrying out and starts eating them as well.
Yas.
I'm gonna go back to the mayor.
All right, you go back to his house.
Let me see if
Yeah.
I can find some place of clean water to clean all the fucking goblin blood off.
All the water
I-
around here is clean. Like there's a lot of water pools.
I
Oh.
might as well go with the gnome just to make sure.
So
The
I'm
door
going
is
back.
the door is caved in.
Oh, holy.
Reginald!
You, Reginald scream, Q. And he is just sitting in the same place, still gnawing at the support beam.
Is there anyone else in the house?
Delvin is the whole place is trashed, and
Jesus Christ.
Delvin is sitting at the bookshelf, on his side, like covered
I'd
in.
imagine
like-
I'd imagine I would just give up looking.
Delvin, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Pump him full of slime.
Where's Delby?
And he just stares at the ground.
That is
Damn it!
good.
They took her.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, Reginald. Murdering time. Did you see which way they went?
No, they used some sort of spell to knock the bookcase onto me, and it happened all so fast.
I pushed the bookcase off of the dude.
Oh, it's not on him anymore. Like
Okay.
he's next to it.
Well, I already talked to the townsfolk. I know I can't really give you any medical aid, so I'm gonna help you by kicking ass.
They followed you all here.
I know, but they're not going to escape. The door is broke. Now they're trapped.
That gate is just a quick access to this town.
Where's
They-
the other gate?
There is not another gate. This land is still in Altas. It is just in an unknown location. If you travel out far enough, you will eventually find your way back.
Alright, I'll be
Alright.
back.
Alright.
I walk outside and I yell to everybody, "We're going killing!" She's
You
gone.
got it.
And Elysia says, "Who's gone?"
The girl.
Totally.
Oh dear. I've talked with a few other people, and there's also others missing. Ones that we couldn't save.
You know what? As a fucking Minotaur and of my kind of bloodline, there's only one thing that fits this current situation. Because something all Minotaurs are good at is tracking shit down in a maze. I'd say a forest is pretty goddamn similar, and doing what a Minotaur's bloodline does best, I'm going fucking nuts. And I'm gonna trudge myself into the nearby forest that they would have ran their asses into, and we're going hunting.
Oof.
I'm
Alright.
going
Because
with
if
them.
they
We're going
took
hunting.
Delby, they took more than just one. And where they're taking them, they're holding them up somewhere.
Alright.
I'm going with him. We're going hunting.
I'm following him too.
I might as well.
Alright.
Come on, zombie lady.
See if you can keep up, because I'm literally charging, and if there's a trees in my way, I'm knocking it the fuck over.
That's exactly. We'll follow your
I'm
path
just
of
gonna stay-
destruction.
Follow the path of destruction.
I'm just gonna stay here because I'm too distracted with eating these things.
I'm,
Yeet.
I'm dragging you behind Reginald.
Oh no.
Alright. So you're riding Reginald, just charging?
Yes,
Oh my
charge.
god.
They could follow the path of destruction, because I'm raging at this point in time. It may not be a barbarian rage, but it's one of an old-fashioned rage.
You
I am
guys,
just angry as shit.
you see Elysia catching up behind you guys with like magic circles coming from her feet,
Boy.
and she like
I'm just sipping on basically a cup of water and like walking as he's just destroying trees.
and
I'm like, yeah, just keeping up at a modest pace.
and
I don't need to
Elysia
overexert myself here.
Elysia she like bounds forward and like grabs onto one of your horns and kind of flips around onto your back, like holding one of her blades, just also staring forward,
Fucking
ready.
go. Hold on, let me check my spells, because I think there's one that can fit right at this point in time. Let me go to my spell list real fast. Because I think I've got Long Strider respelled. I do. Just trying to remember what it does.
Well, I'm basically following that path of destruction. as
I
I'm
cast
just
Long
walking.
Strider on myself, and my speed is up by another 10 feet, and I'm dashing, so I'm going 100 feet per. I'm going 100 feet per turn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I imagine Ivari is riding the rat.
Oh my goodness, that rat is too small for her.
No, I'm just holding the rat.
I imagine she's on my horse.
I thought Ivari was
No.
tame.
Oh wait, he's just charging. He forgot his horse.
Or not Iavari,
I'm running faster than my
Stalker.
horse can at this point in time.
I
Stalker's not
basically, I'm just gonna get his horse and like bring whoever else needs to get on. All right, let's go.
Charge!
Yeah, I'm going 100 feet per turn, horns out, and if it's in my way, it is out of my way.
alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the horse to keep up with them. Me and whoever else is on the horse. I have a
Alright.
good animal handling, so it's all fine.
Alright, so we're gonna stop it there. To be continued.
Oh, all right.
So that gave a little bit of backstory. By the way, next time we do a one shot, we'll do like this
Yeah.
kind of side story thing.
All right.
But that's
Well,
all.
what happened to our party? Did we get
Still
done?
got 2 hours left. I mean, we
Hmm?
can keep going.
Oh, I'm gonna be leaving, going somewhere at 4.
Oh. Oh.
So I'm going ahead and
Ah,
stopping here so we don't get too carried away. I don't want to stop in the middle of a cool scene, like a really
Right.
amazing scene.
I mean, the boss probably died on my second turn.
I feel like this is a good spot. Like, whenever we
Yeah, that's
come
it.
back, you guys are still charging and get somewhere.
Yeah.